No, I do.
Man, y'all crazy. What's up, Trojan family? Trojan gang, man. Stop. Let some of y'all come in here. Let some of y'all come on in. Come on in. Oh man, bad news. Bad news. It could be a blessing though. Could be. It could end up being a blessing for sure. Killian O'Connor, your boy kill switch. I'm pretty sure y'all done got the news. He out for the season out here. Out for the season. Non-contact injury too. That's crazy. What's up, Chris? Who we went through spring. We went through whole spring without no major injuries. Now, Killian O'Connor, he was gonna battle for that starting position for sure. This he started last year, so this is like a starter out, and we already felt like we was light at center. I guess to Tobias Raymond, I guess now he really got to come on up. At first, we was thinking like it's gonna be a battle, right? We gonna see what they do with Tobias. Now with this injury, he broke his leg. Dang, that's crazy. Like, dang, he broke his leg. I didn't know that. I thought it probably was an ACL or something. But now Tobias Raymond, he got to step up. He got to step up. We're going to have to do some shuffling. This going to make it to where we probably have a bigger offensive line, though. You know what I'm saying? So, can Tobias Raymond do the job? Can Tobias, yeah, it could be a blessing in the spot disguise because, Kill Switch, he kind of like an underdog, right? Kind of like undersized. I think he initially came to USC as a walk on, earned a scholarship, and he was a great story for USC. That's why I heard he a great kid, and that's just a great story for USC, like his journey, kind of like King Miller and whatnot, right? So it's sad to see that. I think he ain't got no more eligibility left too. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he could go to the court and get eligibility. I mean, you got Justin Flo going on his seventh season. You know what I'm saying? You got Justin Flo going on his seventh season. So maybe Kill Switch. I don't know. Maybe he could go to court and get another season because I know he ain't on season 7, right? And he got an injury. So if dudes like Justin Flo and Brandon Sorsby could pay 7 years, I know they did the 5 for 5, right? But they already went to court and struck that down. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could go to court right now and fight for the 5 for 5, and the NCAA gonna grant you eligible. What was the last kid that somebody just did it? I forget his name. And I'm like, what happened to the 5 for 5 rule? The courts. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about that at USC, the California courts, they ain't like the down south courts. They don't care about football. They don't love football. So a California court, it seemed like really would be the only court that'll rule for the NCAA. But every other state, they be like, nah, they rule in favor of the players. You know what I'm saying? But Kill Switch, man, Tobias Raymond, next man up. Next man up. It kind of hurt our depth though. It's kind of hard to take uh, a player that's out for the season that could have started, right? That could have started, but maybe them young guys, maybe that mean Brett Kolajay. You know what I'm saying? Vlad D. More reps for them, more room for development. But I'm still sad to hear it though. Like Kill Switch was a good player. I don't feel like he was bad at center. Wasn't great, but wasn't bad. And I was excited to see his development this year. He was getting better and better every year. So this big heartbreak for the kid. Big heartbreak for the kid. So shout out to Killian. Hopefully he could get a waiver from the court and play another season. I don't feel like it should be a rule. Like if you get a season-ending injury in your final college season, you should automatically get another season, bro. Especially like during camp at the beginning of the season. Like I could see if you played 4 or 5 games and got hurt in the game, okay. But like when you get hurt in camp, come on now. We gotta throw something. We gotta give you another year for sure. We got to give you another year for sure. But my boy, Tobias, I feel like Tobias gonna be ready. I already was projecting Tobias anyway, to start at that center position anyway. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I was already projecting Tobias to come snatch that spot. Now, this the thing. Now, he probably ain't gotta earn it, right? He probably gotta beat out some freshmen. I want it to be a battle at that center position and make Tobias really show. You feel me? But maybe them freshmen gonna push him down. You never know. You never know. But we gonna see. But I want to get us some good news though. I said, let's get us some good news with USC. We got that final Infinity Stone. That Bloom Center. We got the final Infinity Stone, right? We got everything we need. We ain't got no handicap on this program for the last 10, 15 years. We ain't been fully equipped. We ain't been. Know what I'm saying? So the fact that we fully equipped, we got talent. We got talent on the roster. Bam. We was void of talent for years. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have no depth. We got that now. We got that now in abundance, right? Second thing, the coaching staff wasn't together. So dealing with Clay Helton, dealing with the Alice Grinches, our coaching staff was not together. We got our coaching staff together at a professional level. We got the talent together, right? All we needed was NIL and facilities. We been got the NIL last year. We got our NIL together. Boom. And now we got the Bloom Center. That's the final Infinity Stone for this team, y'all. Ain't nothing watch our recruiting even go up another notch. Y'all see the level that we jumped up to when our NIL got right? Wait till these kids start going on these visits on this facility. Because y'all got to think, kids was choosing USC without a facility like this. You know what I'm saying? They would go to other schools, right? And see great facilities. Nebraska got a great facility. Tennessee, like a lot of these schools got great facilities. And them kids will still go to USC knowing they finna be practicing outside. No, knowing their facilities like a regular little 24-hour fitness. You know what I'm saying? It still was coming to USC. So now we should be unstoppable. That's why I say this year is a race to 10, y'all. A race to 10 wins. If we could get 10 wins, this program is set for the future. The momentum we got, that'll be another giant class. We'll be fully on our way. Yeah, all praises. Yeah, Connor being out sucked. This because Connor was like a leader too. You know what I'm saying? Connor was like a leader, and he a great story to fight on. Like I believe he entered USC as a walk-on, right? Earned his way to a scholarship, earned his way to a starting job. You want that type of mentality in your players. So Kill Switch is just a great example of fighting on, a great example of a football player, a great example of as a man who gonna keep his head down and keep chugging. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely hurts. I think it hurt more off the field than on the field, but I'm pretty sure he gonna be around the team. But Kill Switch, he had a little fire to him. He had a little fire, you know what I'm saying? A little spark to him and a little swagger. And he played above his weight. You know what I'm saying? So he's a great example. Like, I want to Kill Switch on the field healthy. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. So it's definitely gonna hurt, but it's definitely opportunity. You know what I'm saying? One man out, another man gotta come in. But the good thing, everybody we got behind them is talented. Just raw. Everybody we got behind them is talented. You know what I'm saying? Cola J, Vlad D, like, come on, like I feel like they're gonna be stars, but is they ready now? That's a lot to ask for a freshman. You know what I'm saying? And I know we got some great freshmen, but coming in this Big Ten, man, we need a little experience, little grown man strength over there. You know what I'm saying? But I've been liking the battles I've been seeing at camp. I've been liking the battles. You know what I'm saying? Offense and D line. going back and forth. I ain't gonna lie. D-line look a little bit more explosive. D-line look a little bit more stronger this year. I ain't even gonna lie. The little clips I've been seeing, the D-line didn't level up. So I wanted to keep Killian in there. You know what I'm saying? To get developed. So I'm just hoping he get another year, man. Like this ain't fair. If you ask me, it ain't fair for Killian. For you to come as a walk on, earn a scholarship, earn a starting spot, and can't even play your final season, that's tough. I'll write a petition for him to the California courts. You know what I'm saying? Get Kill Switch another year, man. All these other 30-year-olds. I heard Cam Rising was trying to even still get another year. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get our boy Kill Switch in there. Where y'all at, man? Like, what y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to hit the link. I want to know what y'all think about the Bloom Center. The Bloom Center look lit. That's our final Infinity Stone. Like, let me get back on topic though. Yeah, that's the final Infinity Stone. Like, our recruiting gonna be stupid now. Cause we was doing that without it. I already said. And we could recruit like this without a facility. When we get a facility, it's gonna be even more crazy. So it's all about 10, y'all. That's my theme for this season. The race to 10 wins. If we can win 10 games this year, we setting up a dynasty. We setting up a dynasty. My boy Walter, hold on, let me bring you up. What up, Walter? Walter, what up? Your mic on? Make sure your mic on.
Getting muted. Okay. You hear me?
What's up with it? Long time no talk.
I know. You hear me?
Yeah, I can
You
hear
hear
you.
me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Listen, you forget, everybody keeps forgetting about Willie Washer. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anson already said in spring that he has no problem starting him if he has to start him.
Ooh, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. We have a lot of talent. You feel me? I forgot about Willie Washer though. That's a good one.
And also another thing about getting an extra year for Killian.
Yeah,
If you keep getting hurt in the sport, maybe the sport is not for you. Okay.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially non-contact injuries.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So Willie got his. I mean, Killian got his degree. He'll probably end up being a coach someplace or getting another job. Who knows? But he's an SC graduate.
Yeah, he gonna be fine either way.
Yeah,
So what you think? You think Washer gonna get that spot, or they gonna slide Tobias over there?
they'll probably slide Tobias over there. They'll probably move Trader to left guard,
Mm.
and they just might put Vicona at right tackle.
Hey, Vicona been looking good. He didn't slim down. He ain't looking like a kid out there. His body used to be like not developed. Now he looking more like a offensive lineman.
Yeah, he's down to 360.
Yeah, like if he could get his quickness together. I remember watching him last year when he would get in, like, okay, he's slow of feet. Like that speed rush could get him.
Yeah, but no, he played basketball.
Right.
So he has the footwork. I mean, he looks good. He's just a monster. If you start that line, they would average about 6'6", 325.
I know. See, that's the thing with Kill Switch going out now. Most likely, we finna have one of the biggest offensive lines in the Big Ten if we slide
But
to buys right there.
yeah, but how will it function now? Just because you're big doesn't mean
Exactly.
yeah
You gotta
you're
have
athletic.
athlete. So what? Give me your starting O line. If you was to project the starting O line with this new development, what would your starting O line look like now?
Now I have Page at left guard, Trader at left. I mean, at left tackle, Aiden Trader at left guard, uh, Tobias at center. I still keep Noah. and I could switch off between Justin T and Vicona.
Vicona.
Yeah,
Okay. So it seemed like the battle for you gonna be looking at Justin T and Vicona for that right tackle spot.
that's right. And let's not listen. We all get excited about Ladd. Ladd is just up to 295. He's not ready yet.
You don't think he ready? He's strong though. He is strong
Yeah, he's strong,
295.
but you don't want to put a guy. I mean, that was one of the problems they were saying about Kill Switch. He was only 295 last year.
Right.
You don't want him. You don't want him playing. He's a freshman. He's still got to get his strength up. Let him get
Yeah.
over 300 pounds, which he'll be by next season, and then you worry about throwing him in there.
Yeah. Nah, I was saying that earlier in the video. Like you don't really want to put no true freshman in the trenches in the Big Ten. You don't want to put that pressure on them. Not too
Well,
many true freshmen could come
well, you
out
don't
and
want to
get
put
started.
you really don't want to put any true freshmen in on the
Exactly.
offensive line. Do you remember a couple of years ago about Hayden Proctor, who went to Alabama?
Yeah.
He was a 5-star. They started him on the left tackle that his first year there, and they
Struggle.
basically ran him out of town
Yeah.
because he was terrible.
Yeah. And then center, you got to be smart to play center. You got to call out the blitzes.
Exactly.
So yeah, you do need somebody experienced right there.
Yeah, exactly. And Willie Washer is a center. That's what he played in high school.
Mm-hmm. Was this like his third season here? Was he a
Huh?
redshirt sophomore?
No, he's a redshirt fresh. Yeah, he should be a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah. So 3 years in the program,
Yeah.
he should be ready. Maybe this is his moment.
He's up to 350. He's 6'2", 315.
Oh yeah. That's a nice height and size for center.
Yeah.
I like a short center. I like a center that's around like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
That's what I worry about Tobias if he go to center. Cause he tall.
I know. I mean, most centers in the NFL are between 6'1" and 6'4".
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I seen one clip of Tobias, who he was going against. I forget who he was going against, but he got pushed back a little. He got rose upright. I'm like, keep that pad level low. Keep that pad level low. Like you tall. Like so if we gonna play Tobias at center, we gotta start getting him them reps right now. We gotta start getting him them reps right now.
Well, they gave him reps all during spring because Killian was out,
Right.
so he has been taking reps there.
Right.
Tobias is an interior lineman. You can't
He
play
is.
him on the outside
He is for
because he
sure.
got chewed up playing tackle.
Right.
You know.
What you think about the Bloom Center? I think it's gonna even take our recruiting to another notch. I feel like it's the final infinity stone. Look, we ain't got nothing holding this program back no more. We can't say our NIL ain't right. We can't say we ain't got a good coaching staff. I guess that's still a little bit to be determined, but we can't say we ain't got talent. We can't say we ain't got money. We can't say we ain't got facilities. So I feel like that was the final piece to what we need to get to the championship level. And my thing for this season is a race to 10 wins. Get
Listen,
10 wins anyway and anyhow.
listen. This is what Lincoln Riley envisioned when he came here. Okay.
Right.
Well, people keep forgetting that because after his first year here, he started talking about bringing in the general manager. Remember, he wanted to get Courtney Morgan out of Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
and he couldn't because Courtney didn't want to leave. But Lincoln Riley is not a person that's his first impulse is he's going to go with this guy. He's going to make sure the guy fits,
Right.
and that's why we ended up with Chad Bowden. Okay. Everybody gets excited. Oh, Chad's this, Chad's. Yeah, I love Chad. He's doing a great job. But the reason why he's here is because of Lincoln Riley.
Exactly.
You know, Lincoln was the one
Exactly.
who brought him in. Jan had to approve it and they had to vet him, but Lincoln was the one who brought him in. Because I heard some crazy stuff that one podcast said, well, Lincoln Riley hates the fact that Chad Bowden's here. I said, what are they talking about?
Man, that's a damn lie.
And I
He
know.
right. He probably happier than all of us. You know what I'm saying?
I know because that's one more thing off his plate. He's saying he's never coached so much in the past 4 or 5 years here than he has now because he has less to worry about.
Exactly. We need Lincoln focused on developing Jada Mayava and having that
Exactly.
offense clicking. We just need him to use his great football mind. And
Exactly.
Chad Bowden, he not only came in and be a GM his first year, he got the number one class. So I know Lincoln Riley loving that. That's Lincoln Riley. That's the best thing he done since he been here is bring Chad Bowden in.
Exactly. And like I said, Lincoln made sure he had the right guy. He found his right guy. He wasn't just going to bring anybody in.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I seen Notre Dame. They want to play again. We back on.
And what was the problem?
They didn't want to play early in the season. They want to keep the game in September, and then when we play at home around Thanksgiving,
Exactly. And when are we playing them again?
I think we playing them week 1.
Well, the first 3 weeks we're playing them.
Yeah, so it's like y'all did all that just to agree to original terms we asked.
Plus the fact that, they turned around and talked about any place, anytime. And when we suggested it, they go, no, right?
Exactly.
And so they still
Exactly.
end up in that same spot. But yet
And you know,
still, you want to hear the narrative, USC wanted to run away from them. That's crap.
nah. And to tell you the truth, I like it. Like, cause
Of course.
the last
Listen,
look. Go ahead.
listen,
Go
you
ahead.
playing a tough conference. You don't want to be playing them in October in the middle of your conference schedule or in November. That makes no sense.
Right. And then the last couple of years, like besides the that LSU game,
Yeah.
we always start off with the little cupcakes at the beginning of our schedule. I'm gonna like it to start the season with a good game, like cause like think about this year, the first 4 games we expected to win, but we ain't gonna really know everything about our team. Like playing against these cupcakes, we probably don't know if we for real or not. So I like starting off the season with a good matchup to see what we had at the beginning. So I like playing a good team week 1. They're gonna have you locked in all fall camp. I kind of like coming into the season with a couple preseason games, but like this year, we all gonna have skeptical optimism, right? We gonna blow out San Jose State. We gonna be hyped, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna be skeptical for the first month of the season. Like the first 3 or 4 games, we gonna be like, I know we gonna dominate the first 4 games, so we gonna be like, is this real or is it fake? You know what I'm saying? We gonna be like 4 or 5 games of the season that we still ain't gonna know exactly what team we got. But look, Walter, I do know this. I know I better see our defensive line playing on the other side of the ball all game against these teams. I need to see the line of scrimmage control. I don't need to see. I know a couple years ago, or was that last year? I forget. But one year, San Jose State scored like 28 points on us. Had like 400 total yards or something. No, I
Yeah,
need to see
yeah.
complete domination.
I think that San Jose State game was I think the first year, Lincoln's first year.
Right. So
Either
that's
first
what
or
I'm gonna be
second.
looking at.
Yeah, no, I think it was the second year because we had Bear. And I remember on that third and long on San Jose State, Bear went inside and missed the quarterback.
A trade, the backup center is Willie Washer.
Yeah.
And they've been trying Raymond out there too. So it seemed like it's gonna be a 2-man battle.
Well,
My boy Cardinal and Bo, what up with it?
Man, what's going on, man? What's up, Walter? What's up, Carter?
hey, how
What's
you
up with
doing,
it?
man?
I'm doing great, man. Just digesting this news. You guys already kind of went over it. I
But
agree with.
I want to know how you feel about it though. Like, what you feel about the kill switch? I'm sad about that, man. Like, I like what he represents. I feel like he a true Trojan. Came in as a walk on and earned his way to a scholarship, then earned his way to a starting spot. Like, that's the type of mentality you need on your team. He kept his head down and kept grinding. didn't transfer out. Like he probably could have transferred out and been starting immediately for like a San Jose State or you know what I'm saying. It was somewhere he probably could have started. So for him staying down, this breaks my heart because to me he a true Trojan. He remind me of the King Millers. Like I respect them walk-ons, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. I feel like, no matter how advanced college football gets as far as it becoming closer and closer to professional, it's still college football. And when I heard that news, man, I just thought that was a big blow. And then they said he might not have any eligibility. So
Yeah, he ain't got no more left.
yeah, so from a football standpoint, from a college student, from a young man standpoint, yeah, man, that's just a big blow, man. And like you said, he represents the program, man. He always fought hard, battled injuries. You always want to look at the silver lining, sometimes, and at least we know it's early. It's something that we can we can adapt. We already had Raymond taking center snaps during the spring, so there was already kind of a backup plan because he did have a history of getting injured.
True.
Yeah, but just for him to just beyond the X's and O's, man, I just look at it like in life, man, you just got to keep on going, man. You just got something's always going to get thrown at you, man. It's just something's up. We got the new center. Everything is positive news. And then literally I'm watching the conference and then Lincoln just dropped that bomb. And I was like, wait, what did he just say? Did he just say somebody was out for the year? And then I had to rewind it. And then I was like, on the O-line? I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But we got depth, though. That's a good thing.
So what you think about the Bloom Center, man? I think it's gonna even take our recruiting to the next level, right?
Next level. I saw a little bit of the interview. It was Pierce, and I believe it was Tobias. Was that Tobias Raymond? It almost looked like Bowman, but Bowman so big. I didn't really know from at first who was it. Yeah. But one of them said they didn't want to leave.
Exactly.
And I go back to the old school days when I went to school. Cats would be in Heritage Hall and then go back to the dorms. And they could be chilling at the spot. Like I don't know what time they closing it, but they made it seem like after practice they getting something to eat, and they in the hot tub, and then they might go to a desk and do some work. Or they might not even go to the library.
Nah, I'm saying they got they got everything in there. They got food, they got breakfast, lunch, and dinner being served. Yeah. So they want USC be wanting their players on the Pacific diet. So that's where they gonna go out to get their food. They got an all Pacific diet to they self. Like each player in position, they got a Pacific diet they go to. So they gonna go there, get their eats, they work out, they film room.
Yeah, they got a food station on every floor.
Yeah, they got a food station on every floor. So and ain't no need to go to the dorm. You got swimming pool up there. I seen you a basketball court, like you know what I'm saying? Like I know that big ass film room. I know you could watch movies in there. Like they could have. You know
like, did you hear what Riley said?
What Riley say?
He said his family's been out of town, so he's been there for 5 days. He hasn't left.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was smiling when he said that.
And I ain't gonna lie, we deserve that. And tell you the truth, it amazes me that we was able to recruit at a high level without that. So when these kids, when they was going on these other trips to other schools, these other schools was having facilities like this.
Yep.
And they still said, "Nah, I'm gonna come to SC."
And the funny thing too is now the bar is raised. Other schools are gonna, SEC schools are gonna ramp up. Why? The 2 days from now, they're gonna be some announcement of some renovations and stuff. So, but back to your original point, man, I'm happy we finally got to this point. It took a long time. It took a long time. And other schools would be showing their facilities on Instagram and on Twitter. And then we would kind of just, like you said, we would just rely on our tradition and our history to kind of just be our foundation. But now we can add to the facilities. It looked like NFL to me. Like when it reminded me of when I was watching some of the videos, it reminded me of seeing, what's the show on HBO?
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, it looked like to me. It just looked like USC Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is really some NFL stuff.
Right.
Yeah, well, they said they looked at several places. They went to other colleges. They looked at NFL teams' facilities. So it's taking the best from everyone.
And I feel like for those who may be like ain't workout demons, I think that facility will get you more in the mood of working out. You feel me? Just a nice facility. Like you just gonna be in there. Like I feel like that's gonna keep their mind on football even more. You know what I'm saying? They got the film room. Like when you get them dudes that breathe and sleep football, they gonna love that facility. They gonna love that facility. It's gonna be good for those who really just love ball, man. And I'm just so excited for this program. We ain't got nothing to hold us back no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I call it like this. That was the final infinity stone. We got our NIL right. We got talent. We got coaching. And we got facility. I mean, Cardinal and Bowl, what else we need? I think we fully loaded. I think the next thing now, to me, Cardinal and Bowl, my whole thing is to race to 10 wins this season. By any and all means, we need 10 wins. I don't care who we get it against. We need 10 wins to get in the playoff. If we could book our name in the playoffs, we're gonna get another number one or top 5 recruiting class. The only reason we probably don't get a number one because we taking a smaller class. But that gonna guarantee another great class for us. And we know in this college football, the bloodline is the recruiting. So now this season is the most important season in a long time. Like,
yeah, I think so before I give you my answer, I want to say welcome back.
Thank you, bro.
And that video you did was right on point. So it's really simple, but if you line up everything, we have everything. All we need, Carter, is a successful season.
That's all we need.
We need a proof of concept. And this is where I connect with Coach P. The more and more I hear Coach Patterson, the more and more I hear him talk, the more and more, I like the hire, obviously, but the more and more I hear him speak, man, I think the addition of actually having a second head coach.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like everything you said, if Coach Patterson can get that defense, all we need is some extra, get off on the field on third down, third and 14. Can we get off the field?
Exactly. And
I'm feeling good. I feel good.
Yeah, Gary Patterson, he just an almanac of knowledge. Like, you feel me? He's in the Hall of Fame. He's been around for a long time. I even think I seen something Lincoln Riley said he be picking his brain. You know what I'm saying? We got a defensive coordinator that our head coach could learn something from. And the players love him. The players like, man, we learned so much from this dude. Somebody was like, he know every position too. He know how to coach every position too. So it was Jakeem Stewart. Jakeem Stewart was like, yeah, Gary Patterson, the real deal. I mean, and it makes sense. I always love coaches that made it work with lesser talent. So if you can win at TCU, these smaller schools, able to coach that team just with Iverson to the finals. And then he finally got a real team in Detroit. And guess what? They beat our Lakers. They beat us.
Hey.
So you got to watch out for them coaches who could do more with less.
Hey, Carter, it's funny you say that. Do you remember who the third scorer was on that Sixers team?
Oh, that I can't. I don't even know.
You ready for this? I believe it was Eric Snow.
Eric Snow, right?
So I think it was McKembe. I mean, dude, that team, what Larry Brown did and what Iverson did for that team was remarkable, man. They couldn't do anything with those Lakers, but no, you're exactly on point with Larry Brown, man, because that 76er team that's not a traditional final.
That team had no business being in the finals.
No business. And they got game 1.
Exactly. So look, if it was football, they would have won. They would have won. So that's what type of coach we got. So I'm just excited to see what he could do with the talent. The only question I have is would that 4-2-5 defense would that hold up in the Big Ten? That
No.
defense
Yeah,
was a go ahead.
Carter, it'll hold up.
You think it'll hold up?
Yeah, because basically, even if you look at Indiana, they basically run the same type of 4-2-5. They just do different fronts and sets and stuff.
Okay.
Everybody is basically running that.
Okay.
So I mean, let's will it hold? No. I mean, look, you have a man that is innovative. Everybody's talking about, well, he hasn't coached and he hasn't left. He hasn't been living in a cave someplace. Okay. He's been watching football for the past 5 years. He talked about doing that post game show, that podcast show, so he could get that subscription, so he could watch football games on Sunday, of college football games and things. So I mean, come on.
Yeah, I remember one of his first interviews. He was like, "I've been watching college football." He said, "I've been watching closely." And he said he watched how people then stole his defense, and he was like, he liked the tweaks, so he said he was watching a game and somebody was running his defense, but they had little tweaks to it, like certain little differences. He was like, he liked that, and he gonna add that to his repertoire. He like, you never stop evolving as a coach. So he like if these other coaches think they gonna see the same defense when I was at TCU, they gonna be wrong. He coming with some twists to his schemes. He been watching, and he already made adjustments on how he gonna play his defense. He know college football changing. So that's what I like about him too. He ain't stuck in his ways. He willing to evolve. He willing to see somebody else do something with his defense and say, you know what? I like that. I'm gonna incorporate that in my scheme.
Thank you. I mean, that's what great coaches do. Okay. And all these people thinking that, he's gonna, just like they thought that he wouldn't fit in with the kids. The kids love him.
Love him.
Yeah. The main thing I'm looking for Coach P is, one, we started slow last year, a lot of games, and it started to be almost a bad habit. If we could just alleviate that, I'm okay with that. And then just a couple of second half adjustments.
Right.
That's it. You know what I mean? I think everything else is managing talent, who he's going to put in certain spots, a safety here, who's going to play. 4th and 9 had a good video where they said that Williams, the cornerback, he could actually play a little bit of a safety if he wanted to, right? The versatility. I don't know if he will, but just the fact that that option is there. So we have a lot, he has a lot of talent to work with. But, on a simple level, guys, I just compared to Lynn. You know what I mean? I just felt like with Lynn, there were maybe some risk and some things that he didn't really want to try because he was just so cautious to not give him play. But that's not, that's not aggressive defensive play. Sometimes you want to be in attack mode. So,
and GP is not like that.
Yeah.
His defense is going to be aggressive. I mean, Jaden Marable was already saying in practice that the cornerbacks are sticky. So, what is that telling?
Right. I heard John Tess Williams and Chasen, they looking good out there. And remember, that was the big question mark. How they gonna come back from their ACL injuries? And I forget who it was. They was talking to one of the receivers, and they was like, who the best DBs that you've been going against? And he said Chasen Johnson. Quick, he like Chasen Johnson. I'm like, all right, that's Chris Boyd from 4th and 9. He real high on Chasen. He real high on him, Coach Trevon Reed. So, man, if we could hit that corner, hey, look, Walter and Cardinal and Bowl. To me, the two biggest things, I already dropped one video. The two biggest things I feel like our defense gonna need is that interior defense, right? We could stop the run so we could keep teams out of 3rd and short. And if we could just get a lockdown corner, if we could get another Adoree, another who had came in that 1 year, Blackman, like if we
Mekhi Blackman.
Yeah,
Mekhi Blackman, Christian Roland Wallace.
I need better than that. You know what I'm saying? I need a lockdown corner. Like, we ain't had a lockdown corner in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Since like Adoree. You know what I'm saying? But at this defense, if we could get in them third and longs and that start with the interior rush, all we gonna need is a lockdown DB. We need to lock down DB, and the rest of everybody be good. And I feel like this defense is gonna be good. We
You
gotta
know,
get in third and long though, so our corners can play. Because when I watched a lot of last year tape I've been watching, and teams was in third and short a lot, so they'll get the ball out quick. They'll get the ball out quick on us. The D ends a lot of times they have no chance to get to the quarterback. It's third and 4. They finna run a little 3-step drop. So I'm excited to see that John Tez and Chasen, they looking to build. And if John Tez could just be 95% of what he was at Iowa State, I feel like we got a good chance in that star. So I wanted to ask y'all, like, what y'all think is the first most important thing for that defense to be what we need it to be? And my first thing, I feel like interior run defense and great corner play. What y'all think?
You want
no,
to
I
go?
think it's going to be the interior D. I mean, one guy I said don't sleep on this year would be Jar.
Ja?
Yeah, because what they got him listed now at 360, but he never looks fat.
And Ja could move too. I ain't gonna lie, he could move. Like, that's one dude that if he break out, he could be a dominant dude. Like, I think with Ja, it's always just been about his endurance.
Well, the other thing about Jar last year, if you notice, when he was in there, he wasn't getting pushed back like Silva was.
No, like if you watch Ja snaps, he do good. He
Yeah,
don't be getting pushed back. He too big. You know what I'm
Silva's
saying? So I
yeah,
will always wonder
yeah,
why he didn't play more snaps.
Well, he wasn't healthy enough. Silva's problem was that you can tell somebody to do something, but they go back to old habits. He was always high in his pads. That's why Silva constantly got pushed back.
Exactly. Cardinal Bowl, what you thinking? You think it's gonna start with that interior D, or you feel like the edge, the pass rush? Like, if you had to choose what's gonna be the best part of our defense, would it be the interior run defense or that outside pass rush?
I gotta agree with Walter. If we clog up that middle, we can free up our linebackers.
Exactly.
I believe our linebackers are talented. I mean, even last year, there was flashes of games where they could be dominant, right? Especially Walker, right? I already have Stevens as like my MVP of the defense, but I don't want to forget about Walker, right? Walker can ball too if they can just get freed up, right? They had to deal with a lot of second level blocking, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but Cardinal and Bowl, the other thing is that our linebackers are still learning. We're still learning how to play linebacker. Okay,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They weren't linebackers in high school.
Nah, Stevens was a safety.
Stevens he's also a running back. No, also a wide out and stuff.
Right.
And Walker was the same way. Walker was a safety. So the year before when Ince was there, what we had 4 and 5 year seniors playing linebacker for us in Cobb and Mascarenas Arnold. Then we go then last year, what do? We throw 2 kids in there who are still learning how to play the position. And even though Walker was Stevens was inconsistent, he still led the team in tackles.
Hey, here's the funny thing, Walter and Carter. I always thought that last year would have been the perfect year for Cobb and Mascarenas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just for those gap fillers. You know what I mean? That's what we kind of needed them last year. So that's the foundation I see, Carter. But for us to get to the playoffs, the foundation is to stop that run, free up on linebackers. But without a doubt, we're going to need dominant quarter play.
Yeah.
When we play those Ohio States and they're going to put somebody one-on-one. I don't want it to get ugly.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, what can our corners do if we don't get the pass rush? If we don't get the pressure?
Yeah, but if Salen is running for his life, because he's not very athletic. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. So Dante Moore ain't that athletic either. Like,
Exactly.
So I'm just feeling like, man, we gotta have somebody step up on that D line, that edge room. I need somebody who's gonna give us 10 sacks. We ain't had nobody give us 10 sacks since Tui. I think he had gave us like 12 and a half.
The
Like
Tully, I
that,
think, had 13 that year.
yeah, like 13, right?
Yeah, he led the nation.
So I need somebody to step up in that DN room.
I think
Now, no,
listen, Crawford had a nice year last year.
oh yeah, he finished strong.
Yeah, he finished strong, and
And I'm
if he steps up, listen, if we get the rush that I know we can get from the interior, because we can rotate, 4 or 5 guys through there, so we don't have to play guys, 70, 80 snaps. Okay,
who gonna be the
which
odd
is
man
crucial.
out though? Look,
huh?
because I heard G-Day is getting kicked to the outside. So now in that defensive end room, we got G-Day adversary, Jaden Ramos, Braylon Shelby, Cam Crawford, Luke Wafel, Jariah Fisher. I mean, I know you could play like 4 edges. Like, I don't think you playing 6 though. So out of them dudes I named, who you think will get the short end of the stick?
I think Jaden might get the Ramos might get the short end.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, take him out the equation. Ramos is a sleeper.
Yeah,
He a sleeper. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? But one of the coaches, I forgot who it was, said expect Ramo to play. They like he gonna have a role. So I'm like, if they talking about special teams, like, but it seemed like they like Jaden Ramos. I forgot what coach it was. They was like Jaden Ramos gonna play this year. So I'm like, okay, they high on Ramos, and you got G-Day on the outside now, where I think he should have always been. And you know who I think USC made a mistake with? Shelby. I think we should have kept Shelby at linebacker. That kid was a linebacker coming out of high school. And thus far at defensive end, he ain't became a star.
no, he ain't became a star, but he holds the edge.
Oh yeah, he good at run though. He good at
isn't
run.
there a difference?
Yeah.
Technically, isn't there a difference? The edge and the DN.
Yeah. Most DNs will play with their hand in the dirt.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Carter, man. Shelby, to me, like even body-wise, looks like a good outside linebacker.
Right. I don't know why I think we were so desperate for an edge. Like, we just moved him there like an edge is a sexy position. So they be trying to like look at people's physical attributes and be like, oh, we're gonna move you to edge. Just like Elijah Newby.
But
Like,
Carter,
he back at linebacker, but we had tried Elijah Newby at edge. So I'm like, why are we doing that? I
we
feel like
did
we messed up kids'
Carter.
career.
We put Elijah Newby there that one spring because Anthony Lucas was out. We just needed a body. Okay, that's the only reason why they moved him to the edge. They needed a body for the spring because as soon as the fall,
saying. Look,
as soon as the fall came back, he went back to being a linebacker. Okay,
I know, but I feel like that kind of stalled his development because I feel like that year that happened, when fall came around, he was behind on the linebacker depth chart. When he went back to linebacker, it was too late. I feel like if he would have been at linebacker the whole time, he would have got playing time with the other linebackers. But him being on the edge in the spring and then coming back to the linebacking room in the fall, he was already behind.
Well,
because I heard they love him now. I heard Coach Eckler, they like Elijah Newby might be turning that corner. So I hope it ain't the same thing with Braylon, man. Like, I know it was one clip, and I seen him going against Vicona. And I'm like, man, like, Braylon always got that bull rush. I'm looking to see more in his pass rush set. But it kind of had me questioning Sean Newell just a little bit. Like, Braylon Shelby's in his 4th year. And I can't tell you what he didn't add it to his game besides more strength. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like he should have been that linebacker, man. And then I'm like, what's Sean Newell doing? I ain't trying to be negative. I'm positive USC. I ain't trying to be negative, but I'm like, Braden Shelby was a kid I was high on coming out of high school. I thought he could have been a star linebacker. They move him the edge. I'm like, okay, these coaches know more about football than I forgot. So let's see how it work out. And to your point, Walter, he is great on run defense, but his pass rush set, like, I need to see more develop. Now I heard somebody told me he went to pass rush camp. You know what I'm saying? He went to a camp to
well,
to
a
develop more
bunch of them
pass rush
did.
sets.
A
So
bunch of them did.
okay, but why? But look, why you got to go to a pass rush camp and you got to coach? Like that's like Jada Alba going to a quarterback camp and he got Lincoln Riley. Like he like what? Lincoln Riley is the quarterback camp. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm Sean Newell, I'm feeling some type of way if my players feel like they got to go to another camp to develop. You feel me? Like no,
No,
you come to me.
no,
You
no,
come.
no, 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 no. It has nothing. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with that. A lot of these coaches encourage their kids to do that
Oh yeah.
because, yeah, because they can only do so much with them. They can only spend so much time with them when they're in school.
Oh yeah, they still got the time limit on how
Yeah,
much the coaches can do with the
when
players.
listen, if you can go and pick up and horn up on your skills, you're gonna go and do it. It makes sense.
No, yeah, that's true. You always supposed to be working out and trying to get better outside the coaches. I
E-
remember playing
exactly.
ball and they be like, hey, like y'all gotta learn to work out yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I remember playing
exactly.
basketball and football. They like when you go home, hey, keep that basketball, keep that football. Like it never stopped. So I get what you saying. I just hope I just need somebody on that D line, that D end room to step up. But I wanted to ask y'all who y'all give me y'all too deep for the D ends and the edges. Give me y'all too deep. So I need 4 players that y'all feel like that y'all watching at the edge for SC this season.
Well, Jade is one DN, right? That I
Yeah.
got Wayful behind him.
Hey, me too.
I think Wayful. How do I say this? Those young guys, that class, that 26 class, some of them got to get a lot of run. And I'm not saying that politically, but they can't be on the sideline.
Right.
So Wayful, Jade. Now is Brucard interior?
Yeah, Ricard in the interior.
Ricard's interior. I would definitely want him to play though. See, damn, there's so many weak
But
receivers.
Ricard is one of them dudes you can move around.
Yeah, that's true.
He could play DN for a couple snaps for sure because he got that speed and that footwork, and he got a pass rush set. He could get to the quarterback. But that's what could be special about Bucar. Like if he develop like we want him to develop, he gonna be able to give us a pass rush up the middle, and that'd be devastating for a quarterback.
Now, do
But
you
you
see
got
Stewart as the end, DN?
what'd you say?
You see Jakeem Stewart as the DN?
No.
Hey look, I think Jakeem could play every position on the D line. He got the speed to play on the inside. I mean, he got the strength to play on the inside, and he is explosive enough to play on the outside. So we need him more in the interior. But if Jakeem played DN, he we start that position too, Walter. Like I get what you're saying. Like okay, put him in the middle because he's so strong, right? And we need him there. But I feel like Jakeem. They said Jakeem gonna play all across the line. But yeah, his
Yeah.
primary gonna be the inside, Cardinal Bow. His primary is gonna be the inside.
Jakeem's going to be on the inside. I put Jakeem and Van Summeren, and then you have
Yeah,
Bacard. You can throw Bacard in there along with Jar.
yeah. Hey, that's what I had on my video. The video when I was talking about the interior run defense, that was the 4:
Yeah.
Jakeem, Van Summeren, Foy Boucard, and Josh Jarrett.
And for my edges, I'm not. You can't sleep on Crawford. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a big season from Crawford,
I
man.
mean, listen. All he has to do what he had 5.5 sacks last year.
I think he could
He
double that.
he had one less sack than Mateo had up at Oregon.
See, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something too. the advanced analytics say our pass rushers wasn't that bad. So the advanced
No,
analytics say that our pass rushers didn't get a chance. But when they got the chance, our pass rush rate was pretty good. It was pretty good. So the chance is like, okay, it's 3rd and 7 and 5-step drop. The quarterback actually hold the ball. Like if it's 3rd and 3 and it's a 3-step drop to a bubble screen or a curl route, that ain't a chance for your edges. So they like the times when UNC was actually in 3rd and long, they actually got pressure on the quarterback. So
listen,
that's why I say everything start with the interior
yeah,
run defense. It gonna give our edges more chances, and our edges is actually better than what the overall stats say. So I do want y'all to keep that in mind.
well, our pass rush percentage was higher than Oregon's. So
Exactly with our opportunities, but we
yeah,
had less opportunities than them.
and plus we had one more sack than Oregon did.
That's crazy, right?
It is.
That's
I mean,
crazy. You would never.
we finished number 6 in the Big Ten in sacks.
So that lets you know it's all about our run defense and staying ahead of the sticks then.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? That's why I made that video like, man, it's going to be all about our run defense in the middle for sure. And we
I mean,
can't sleep on Jariah Fisher, y'all. Cardinal Bold and
Oh yeah,
we
the
can't
transfer from Penn State.
Yeah, because he got a high. He would have had if he played on our team last year, he would have had the highest win rate.
well, he had the highest pressures. He had like 29 pressures.
Exactly. And he was
That
kind
would
of
have
in the
been number
same
1 on our team.
number 1 on our team.
Yeah.
And he kind of like was in the same situation as our edges. He didn't have as many opportunities to get to the quarterback, right?
Right.
So add him in, and remember, I know we always had a debate about Indiana and did they win because their players was older. Well, Jariah Fisher's like in his 6th season. You know what I'm saying? He
Yes.
like 23, 24. He a
I
grown
like the
man.
fact, I just like the fact he's used to the. I like the fact that Fisher and Van Sumeren are coming from the same conference. I think that is underestimated because a lot of our transfers. If you did a show, Carter, and you listed out all those transfers, you know, a lot of them were coming from different schools, different conferences. Yes, but you know, Fisher and Van Sumeren, they know how to play against the Ohio States. They played against the grueling Wisconsins of the world. You know what I mean? They know how all that works, right? So I thought that was a key addition.
And look at the production Van Sumeren had. He had 52 tackles.
Yeah.
Playing on the interior.
And let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think that Elijah Newby can overtake Jaden Walker for his position?
I don't think Jaden's going to be playing well. I think they have Jaden as another Mike.
I'm saying because of his downhill speed, and he can go from sideline to sideline.
Yeah, and I think
even better than Desmond.
I think he's a better Will than he is. And I think Jaden's basically been backing up along with Ely, Desmond.
I think the answer is more about the simple opportunity. When somebody has already started, the way I think is that's already going to give them kind of like even though Gary Patterson's a new coach, that's kind of give him a little bit of favor. But that doesn't mean he's not that doesn't mean that person is more talented than so-and-so player. I just think the fact that he already has a lot of run on tape and last year
Elijah Newby as a dark horse because speed, because he hasn't had an opportunity, because they were, like Carter said, they had him at DN and then he's supposed to be a linebacker. So he never had the opportunity to really play linebacker and get comfortable in that position. So
that's why you have the first 4 games. That's why you have the first 4 games.
What's up, Marcus, my boy?
he'll get his opportunity.
What's happening? Absolutely.
Fight on.
So I'm thinking I'm thinking that he's my dark horse though, at that linebacker spot.
Yeah, but if he comes in and proves he can do the job, they'll give him the job. They're not going to play favorites. They want to put the best players on the field.
Right.
Now,
and then
Newby's a different position than Bryant, right? I just want to
Carter had brought up something about Oregon, and for the last several days, I was thinking about this. If our front four can get pressure, I remember when Oregon's 2 losses. Dante Moore, once he gets hit, he gets scared. Once he gets pressure, he gets scared.
Okay, I'll give you another piece about Oregon. They have to replace 3 offensive linemen.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And last year their line wasn't as hot as they thought it was. Okay.
Right.
Even when they brought in Isaiah Worrell, they weren't happy with him. Remember, the best lineman they got was who they took from us in Prayer.
Right.
And their center. Those were their 2 best linemen last year. And now they got to replace 3 guys. And they won't know it. Listen, they won't know anything either because the first 3 teams they play are cupcakes. So we'll be the first team that they'll actually come up against that has equal talent. Okay.
Right.
Chris said Stevens and Brian gonna start at linebacker. I think Jaden Walker gonna start. I think Jaden Walker gonna break out this season. I like his mentality. He got that linebacker mentality. He got that fire. He remind me of the old school USC linebackers. So I know Devin Bryant good. He's good at the run, but I don't see Jaden Walker coming off the bench. What y'all think? Y'all think Devin Bryant gonna take Jaden Walker's spot?
I don't see that. I mean, if they're running a 3 linebacker set because they're playing Wisconsin, but I don't see him taking anybody's spot.
And to tell you the truth, I want to know what y'all think. As a USC fan, I don't care who's starting. Give me the 2 deep because I know we running 2 deep on defense, right? So I don't really care who's starting. Show me the snap count though, because I do want.
Can you guys hear?
Hello?
I think we lost Carter.
But now I do want to see Devin Bryant on the field though. He had a high run grade at Washington.
Right.
He another linebacker that I think if he was on our team, he would have had the highest run grade out the team.
Right.
So we didn't add players to the defense where at least statistically they was better than everything we had last season. So guys in that edge room, guys in that linebacker room got to step it up. It's healthy competition though, because I know Jaden Walker. He going into his 3rd year?
Yeah.
This ain't the season to get your spot took. You know what I'm saying?
I think Elijah Newby have been. I mean, I think he's going to be different. Now you got to remember, how many linebacker coaches did we go through since he's been there?
We went through. All right, first we had. We had
Rob Ryan right last year.
Right.
Oh yeah, we had Rob Ryan. Before that, we had Matt Ince.
Right.
Yeah, that's 2.
So, and then now we have
Eckler.
Right. So
with the new DC.
With the new DC. So that's what I'm saying for Elijah Newby. It's wide open for him.
Of course. Well, Eckler said he likes what he sees.
Right. And I love Jaden Walker. I like Stevens too as well. I just think when it comes to read and react, yeah, that's Jaden Walker's game, and he's a menace. But that read and react, if that's Newby plus speed, it's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, I
It's
get
gonna
what
be a
you're saying.
wrap.
Like, if that light switch turn on in the head of newbie, it ain't no way you keeping him off the field because he's super athletic,
Absolutely not.
sideline to sideline. And when you watch the TCU game, the snaps he got, he looked great. He triggered right. Like, I don't know why he didn't get more snaps against TCU.
Right.
So I think, to tell you the truth, now the more we talk about it,
Right.
we got a potential to be stacked in the linebacker room. I can see us going 4 deep. I know a lot of times linebackers, especially the middle linebackers, the coach don't like to pull them out. But I feel like we need to be rotating the linebackers like the D line too. I'm getting everybody on the field could play because that's better for your recruiting too, right? You don't want to have a player on the bench not get enough snaps and he go to another school and become a star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you. Okay, another thing. Let me ask y'all this though. Do you guys think Christian Pierce and Urlacher are a lock for starting safety?
No, they moved Urlacher to the star position now. Pierce gonna still be at safety.
So
they moved Urlacher to the star, Marcus.
So what about Alex Graham? Would he be moving to that safety?
Yeah, Alex Graham playing safety now.
Okay, so here's my question. Would you rather have Urlacher at that star position, or would you rather have Prophet Brown?
To tell you the truth, all right, Urlacher will be better at that position on rundowns if they run it. If they pass it, Prophet will be better. You get what I'm saying? So we kind of like in a conundrum. I feel like Urlacher, I'm skeptical with him covering his space. Right. So the star, he gonna be in the slot. So on a pass down, whoever he covers is gonna be in space. Because you know what I'm saying? You in the slot. So I'm worried about that. I don't know about Urlacher lateral movement. I feel like he was a box safety. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And then Prophet a good tackler though, but he kind of undersized. So the star position, you might have to take on offensive linemen sometimes.
Hold on.
To set that edge. Like
so is Jalen Smith.
Yeah,
so is Jalen Smith. So is Jalen Smith.
Right. But see, Jalen Smith, he was playing
so was J-Rock.
Yeah, but he was playing nickel in Gary Patterson defense, the star role. You got to be a little bit more physical. Like, you got to be able to set the edge. That's the best way I could put it. Like, studying GP defense, the star got to be strong enough to set an edge too. Because what this defense is built to do is stuff the run up the middle and push everything to the outside and let their speed chase players down. So the star, he the first.
And that's my point.
Edge. So it's kind of like a conundrum.
That's my point. That's my point. Because with Prophet Brown, for one, 5th-year senior, so he has that grown man strength. 1, very smart player. 2, and he has that knack and instinct. And I think Prophet has much more to prove, and he's hungrier because he sat out last year.
Hey, but look, I ain't gonna lie. You know, my cousin on the team, he been telling me they've been playing Prophet at safety too. So
that
Prophet,
free?
He might play safety or star.
That free?
You know what? I didn't even ask him was it the free or not. He was just like, Prophet, he be working out with the safeties and with the stars.
Yeah.
So I think they still trying to figure it out. I think they still trying to figure it out. Hey, what's up, Chris?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What you think, man? Like who you want at the start? And as you hear what I'm hearing, ain't they playing Prophet at safety too a little bit? Ain't they trying to profit out at safety too?
Yeah, at the free safety. But what I'm hearing is a whole lot of like optimism, and if this person takes this jump, I go by what the film say. right? I go by what I seen last year and what you have shown you can prove. Because we can say if this person, based off projection and what we think gonna happen, but what does the film say? You know what I mean? So give me the proven what I seen, like a linebacker. Like Newbie's been there 2 or 3 years and yet to see the field. So in order for him to take over a star position in linebacker, he has to take a big jump. Um, I haven't seen that. I'm not willing to go there. I'm willing to go with Stevens and Bryant because of the production and what I've seen, especially from Bryant. Bryant is a tackling machine. We can't stop the run. We brought him in because he's a run stopping linebacker. He did it all last year. You just have to go watch the film, and you'll see how downhill he is, how physical he is. He runs sideline to sideline, cover running backs and tight ends out the backfield. Right? It's all in take. So you got to just go watch the film. He wasn't a big name that we all wanted, but when you break down his film and watch him, you see what this kid has to offer and why we brought him there. You know what I mean? At the nickel, I'm not putting Prophet Brown at the nickel. We all fascinated about Prophet Brown. When Miller Moss was a quarterback, he played that good game in the bowl game, but that's not my lasting impression of Prophet Brown. My lasting impression of Prophet Brown at the nickel is when we played Rutgers at the Coliseum the next year, and he was getting toasted. So it's like
At the corner
he
position.
would get
At the
no
corner
at the
position.
Hey,
nickel.
look, I ain't
He
gonna
was
lie.
at the nickel.
Okay.
He was getting toasted
Okay.
in that slot. I mean, that game was a lot closer than it needs to be, right? We had injuries and all that. There's no knock on him, but it is what it is. The film shows what it shows. When he came in that next year, he was getting toasted. I
So
don't feel comfortable. Hold on. I know they're putting Urlacher at that star. I don't feel comfortable with Urlacher at that star for the simple fact in Gary Patterson defense. That star is going to have to carry that number two receiver a lot up the seam and match up, post and pre snap. One side being man, one side being zone, depending on the routes and all that. I don't think Urlacher has the speed to be able to stay with that number two receiver. He struggles
who would you
to
put?
cover tight ends. I'm going if it's me and I'm the coach. If I'm not gonna put Alex Graham there, put Alex Graham at my free, then I have to go with Ruben. I'm gonna go with Ruben as my star because he
Okay.
can tackle.
Okay.
He's a physical tackle. He's a downer tackler, and he can cover. If you're
Okay.
not if you're not gonna
I
if
like
you're not gonna
Ruben.
put if you're not gonna put Ruben at star, then what you do is you put John Tez at the star because he's a physical tackler at Iowa State. Watch his film. You have to watch the film, right? You have to
Yeah.
study the film to know what these guys what they offer. You put John Tez at the star because at Iowa State he played a lot of corner and nickel inside. He played close to the line of scrimmage. I mean, he had tackles for loss like he was a linebacker. You know what I mean? He plays the run well. That's his strength. He's a physical, 200-pound corner, right? He's 6 feet, 200 pounds as a corner, right? So he has size that he can go in there. He can play that star. So if you put John Tennis at that star, he can cover, he can tackle. Then you have Chasing, and you can put Elbert Hill at the other corner, or Marcellus Williams at the other corner. I mean, you have options. So if you're not gonna have Graham there, which they're not, sounds like they're putting Graham at the free safety with Pierce and that star. I would like to see either Ruben there or we move John to the inside and start chasing and Marcellus on the outside or chasing the hill, whoever wins that battle.
I don't think John Ted's gonna want to go to star though.
I
What
mean,
about
what he
Marcellus
won and
at
what
star?
now the tackling. You got to be able to come downhill, take on blocks and all that, and everybody can take a jump, but we going based off of what we have seen in the film and what we have seen
Well,
strengths and
Chris,
weaknesses.
would John Ted show you on the film that he could come down like that and be physical enough?
Bro, go watch my video. I broke it down. I sat there and showed you. I I put a I put a whole video. I put a whole video out on John Tez and him coming down here with the clips and everything uh, for you to see. You just go on my page and go to the Jonathan Williams. You're gonna see at least 5 clips of him coming down. He'll make a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, lined up on the inside on the line of scrimmage, like dang near like he's a linebacker
So is he shedding
playing the run game.
Well, but here's my thing. Like, okay, so with a lot of our players have been interchangeable over their career here. You know what I mean? So the question is, like I said before.
You went out.
You keep breaking up. I don't know his name, but whoever he keep breaking up, like going in and out.
Marcus, your service going in and out.
Yeah.
Say that again. We could hear
You breaking in and out like a robot.
Yeah, but
Or is that me? That might be hello.
Yeah,
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. So that's not me. That's not. Oh, I thought that was my phone messing up. Okay.
It probably was mine. Was it mine?
Were you just talking?
I just want to. I'll throw this in. I think I got Urlacher as my surprise defensive player of the year. I think he's going to have a great season. If you look at the game against Iowa, Ramsey was out. There was about 2 games where Ramsey was out, and I think Fitzgerald were out. And safeties, they did a solid job, right? Can he improve on his pass defense? Yes, but I just think Urlacher is going to have a solid year under his. I think it's be his second. Is this his 3rd year playing just football in general?
Yeah.
So I just think I think he'll improve, and I think Tristan Pierce, man, hopefully he can just be that enforcer. You know what I mean? If he can be an enforcer.
Carnival, let me ask you a question. I mean, it's possible to get your foot speed and get faster in a year, but you're not going to get that much faster, right? And a lot of the inability of his cover skill, like he had a hard time keeping up with tight end.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
That's true, but we'll have a better D line. I'm not trying to analyze his NFL stock. I'm just saying for us to
I'm just saying for college, and if he's going to be at the star position, if he's going to be at the star position, it's going to require him to carry that number 2 receiver down the seam a lot, and to be able to lock up. And most of the time, that number 2 receiver is not going to be a tight end. It's going to be somebody's slot wide receiver.
Right. I think that's a solid point, and I agree with your point. I just think our D line would be that much better to help him.
So you don't think Prophet Brown has the speed to keep up with a slot receiver?
If you're asking me, I feel that I'm not saying he doesn't. It's just a recency bias. I just haven't seen Prophet Brown play in a while. He's like Zacharias Williams to me. Those guys have been with the program. I just need to see more flashes. And like I said, that has nothing to do with the talent. I'm just going by what I see.
Right.
Yeah, I just need to see it. And if Prophet Brown overtakes Urlacher, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? And I do remember him being physical. I do remember him being a sure tackler when he got the opportunity.
Yeah,
and
that was the great part about
he does have the speed. That's why they're putting him at free safety, because they're moving Urlacher to star. They want to get faster at the safety position.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is an unpopular opinion. This is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think Urlacher is going to start.
Then my cousin's starting, because in the starting role, for real, it's Urlacher, it's my little cousin Isaiah Rubin, and I think I might be it might be another man competing for that, because they moved Prophet to safety, they moved Graham to safety.
So, was it Reddick? No, it wasn't Reddick.
Reddick still at safety, I think.
I know who you're talking about, Carter. It just you didn't ask me, I would have said his name. Yeah, because we talked about it.
Right. I forget. So dang, that's blowing my mind. Somebody go through the roster. Go tell me all the DBs. Walter Clark, go look up all the DBs on USC. But I know.
Are you talking about Gallegos?
Yeah, there's Gallegos there.
Okay. Was it Gallegos? I don't think. Was it Gallegos, Chris? I don't think so. Keep naming.
I don't think so.
Now, Pierce's brother, is he listed as a corner?
Yeah,
He's little.
yeah, but he definitely not. He definitely not starting. He definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing though. While we talking about DB, the person who's making the biggest splash, let's be honest, from spring even in the summer, is Matty. It's Matt Reardon.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Chris, I was just about to say that.
It's Matt Reardon.
Yeah.
He leading.
He picking everything off.
Yeah, he leading.
He just got some in fall camp. He just got some this week again.
Look, it's scary. He's scary, bro, because he was an interception machine in high school, and he
He's
came
smart.
on campus day one, picking everything off. Like we got to
he's
get
smart.
Matt Reardon on the field.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
smart,
they say
man.
he's up to 180.
Yeah.
He just a playmaker, bro. Like,
Give him another year. Give him another year.
But he could play. But look, his ball skills is on the college level. I hear you saying give him another year, but if Madden Reardon started for us, like say if we had injuries and he started, I have no reason to believe he's not gonna be a ball hawk. Every situation, he's a ball hawk. You a ball hawk all through high school. You come through training camp, you ball hawking. I would expect him to do the same thing in the game. Like, I don't care how little he is. If you win, I seen a statistic where if you win a turnover battle, and it was one other statistic that go with the turnover battle, I forget what it was, but you gonna win 80% of your games. That's extra possessions. That's extra opportunities. I'll put Madden Reardon. Look, if Madden Reardon is picking everything off like he was in spring, and he do that for fall camp, y'all, I'm playing him.
He's doing it, Carter. He's doing it. They just put some videos out from this week of him picking some more balls off.
It ain't gonna make no sense to keep him off the field. So what? He little. He playing back end. I don't even need you to tackle, brother. You
I play
like Deion Sanders at corner. You know what I'm saying?
I play.
Like,
look,
he's so
I didn't play.
I don't care if
I didn't play at USC. I didn't play at USC or a big time D1, but I played D1 ball and I played corner safety. And I was 180. You can play. You can play at 180.
Most definitely, you could play at 180.
You could. So did what was his name? I mean, I don't like the school, but Antoine Winfield.
Ohio State.
Ohio State, yep.
Our safety that plays for the Texans wasn't that big.
Yeah, Bullet. Yeah.
I got somebody for y'all. Remember Nikhil Roby? Nikhil Roby was playing at 5'8", 175.
Yep.
Locking shit down too. Like, I remember he picked off Andrew Luck for the pick six. And he was 175, 180, 5'8".
Well, Pons last year at Indiana was what, 5'9"?
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, Pons, he kind of yoked though. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like stocky.
But y'all, we talking safety. Y'all, I agree, but y'all do know y'all name me corner.
But it's the same thing though. You the last level of the defense. Like the corners and safeties. If I got a unit on my team that can't tackle that good, it's gonna be the DBs. It ain't gonna be the linebackers in the D line. And I feel like if a safety got to make a tackle, we already gave up 15 yards unless we was blitzing them.
No, because especially if you the strong safety, you supposed to be coming down there.
He ain't gonna never be he 180. How could he ever be the strong safety? How he ever gonna play in the box? You don't want Reardon in the box anyway. You want him back there picking it off.
Well, so the way Gary Payton, the way GP do it, most of the time it's gonna be a too high safety look, and once the ball snap is what's gonna determine the what's the name. So both safeties gonna be required to come down.
All right, well, hey, Chris, look. Put it like this: I will accept him getting trucked once a game.
I would
if
too.
He gonna be getting them picks. You know what I'm saying?
I would too.
Yeah, because he gonna turn the ball over for us. So I'll take that.
Ankle tackle.
That trade off all
ankle
day.
tackle.
But ankle tackle.
But everything that we're talking about is predicated on our defensive line. Period. Everything we're talking about, from safety,
the whole season. the whole season is predicated on the offense and defensive line. That's what
Yeah.
that's where we last year, right? And when we played the better teams, injured or not, the offensive line didn't play up the park. They were dominated by a 4-man rush.
Yeah.
Defensive line, everybody just ran on the defense. I'm not going to even just say defensive line. It was the front seven, the defensive line and linebackers. Everybody just ran on. And we were talking about our pass defense as far as the edge rushers. My problem with the edge, I said, for me, if I was the defense, I'm starting Thanos and Jade Abaseri on the edge, and Ben Simmering and Bacard or Jared on the inside. My problem is that it's good you guys come in and rush the quarterback, but what are you doing in the run game? And if you watch the film, you're gonna see it getting washed out to the sideline, not containing it, not containing the edge, not taking basic defensive line, defensive end and edge play that they teach you in Pop Warner. You know, play on the other side. Take your 2 steps up. You look in the inside. Make everything cut inside of you, right? Not just every down. You can't just do a pass rush because you taking yourself right out the play and you getting washed out to the sideline. You're not containing the edge, and it was just not good football. But one thing is with GP, the fundamentals should be there, right? Like now, these coaches, this defensive staff is coaching and teaching. I expect to see fundamental football. That's what we've been lacking, especially along the defensive line and front seven. It's just basic fundamental philosophy. What you call it, Carter? Football for dummies?
Exactly.
Like the basics.
I'm gonna have to. It was
Somebody he.
That's Marcus. I think you finna be out of here. Marcus, your
I didn't hear
service
him.
messed up. But if you out of here, hey, fight on. You feel me? Make sure you tune in. Yeah, he dropped out. Chris, shout
What's
out
going
your
on,
channel.
man?
If y'all like all this knowledge that Chris is dropping on y'all right now, shout out your channel, Chris, just in case they don't know about you.
Man, it's 14-9 to victory. On YouTube, me and my boy B Jinx. We go live during the games, during the season, all games. We go live, have a watch party, break down film, let you guys call in. We have multiple videos coming out right now. Every Thursday, we actually put a breakdown. So if you go to our page, you'll see we done broke down Lincoln Riley's offense, Gary Passive defense, Eckler special teams. We in a series now where we're breaking down all our transfer guys to tell you what you can expect from them, their strength and weakness. We did Alex V, Terrell Anderson, John Tess Williams. Just put out the one today on the linebacker. I was just talking about him on Devin Bryant. Yep. So go check it out. You're gonna see something you never seen before. We breaking it down a little different way. So we get into the game.
Yeah, that film room. He doing video for football nerds. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Chris, you wasn't in here, but what you think about Kill Switch, man? That broke my heart.
Man, it's sad. His career's over at USC, especially, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he get part of the coaching staff, grad assistant somewhere. I know just that media day they was asking him about kind of his future and all that, and he was saying he liked to get in coaching. So man, hopefully he can do that, man. It's just sad, man, that every year he just keep fighting these injuries. And it's like Walter said, man, at some point I see him just coming out and saying he's medically retired, man. You know, at some point when you just the body just saying no, man, you have to give up on it.
What's up, music make me high? What up, my boy?
Music, where you been? We ain't heard music. Where you been, man? It's been like 3 months.
Man, listen, I am saving all my USC fandom for the season.
Music been gone for like 4 or 5 months, man. We ain't nobody heard music.
But listen, I've been listening to everybody, you know, when I get ready to go to work and stuff like that, and even at work. So I'm just very excited for the season, man. But everybody's talking about the defense. You know, the defense is stacked. Even Lincoln Riley said this is the best defensive line class, the deepest defensive line class I've had since I've been at USC, which is true. So man, I'm just trying to hold my USC, comments and stuff like that for the season. Cause I'm gonna have a lot of them. Yo,
Music.
yeah.
I hear what you saying. I hear what they saying. I heard it all before. I want to see it week 0. Before I
Me
get
too.
on that bandwagon, like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. They got me last year with this is gonna be the best defensive line in the country and this and all that and it came out and they look like hot garbage. So I'm waiting to week 0. So
Hey,
I've
Chris.
been
Hey,
tempering
Chris.
my expectations.
Chris,
Well,
since you
listen.
said that, hold on. I'm gonna come to you first too. Music make me high.
Go ahead.
Since you said that, Chris, I want to ask all of y'all. Do y'all think by the time we play Oregon, is all y'all questions gonna be answered? Y'all think y'all gonna know this team, or y'all think we still gonna be a question mark? We ain't gonna be able to tell the first 3 or 4 games.
Well, you're not gonna be able to tell. You're not gonna be able to tell the first 3 or 4 games. It's gonna be cupcakes. Even against Oregon, I think it's the 4th game of the season. That's at home. The game that's gonna tell the tale to me, man, is the Penn State game. That's gonna tell the tale for me. The Rutgers game may tell us something, but the Penn State game is the one that's gonna tell the tale for me.
Penn State. All
Can
right.
you elaborate?
Man,
Can you elaborate on that?
hey, Penn State is like game 6 or 7. Way down there.
Can you elaborate? You're skipping
I
over the
can't for you.
question.
He
Hold
love
on.
Matt
Hold
Campbell.
on.
He think
Hold
Matt
on.
Campbell's a top 5 coach. That's why.
He's a
Hold on.
top 5 coach. Do not get it twisted.
Hold on.
I told you.
Cardinal and Bo. What you was saying?
Can you elaborate on that? You're skipping over the test of Oregon at home.
Yeah, because as you guys say all the time, USC is undefeated at home, so they should not lose that game. Am I correct?
Oh, we're not undefeated at home.
Wait,
No,
wait,
We're
Last year
not
we was.
undefeated.
wait.
Last year we was.
I'm the only one pushing that. All right.
yeah. Someone told me that USC is undefeated at home. When Lincoln Riley
Last
said it
year we
last
was.
year because
Well,
they
we
went
were last
undefeated at
year.
home last year.
We were last year.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
don't. So the Oregon game really is not going to really. It probably tell me are we good in the trenches and is Mayava processing information and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, it's that road game at Penn State, man. That's the game.
But music. Let's put this home game. I don't even have the numbers in front of me no more. Uh,
Mhm.
but let's put this because I talked about this notion of Lincoln Riley don't lose at home against USC, right? Against ranked teams at home at USC, his record is under 500, right? Most of the wins that we got at home against at home during the Lincoln Riley tenure is teams like San Jose State, Missouri State, Georgia Southern, and all that. Last year, Michigan, Iowa were the first ranked teams that we actually beat at home since we've been there, since Lincoln Riley's been there. So this whole
Good.
notion of USC don't lose at home under Lincoln Riley, it's I'm not gonna say it's a false narrative, but you have to put it in perspective. If you look at all the teams we beat, he has a good home record. If you look at all the teams that we beat, 90% of those teams are teams like Georgia Southern and those type of teams are teams who were below 500 that season that we played them.
I agree. But here's the thing, though, because this thing about Oregon, when people are forgetting, Oregon lost a lot. They lost a lot of coaches.
2 coaches, 3
They
offensive
lost two
linemen,
coaches. They lost a lot of
starting
talent.
safety. Yep.
Yeah, they lost a lot. So really, to be honest with you,
Music made me high. Not to
yeah.
cut you off. They still rank what number 2 in the poll, in the
Yeah, because
Well,
they
preseason poll.
replaced.
but
Hey,
why
they
are they
replaced
ranked?
them guys. Look,
Why are
they
they
lost
ranked
their
though?
safety to NFL and they brought in that safety from Minnesota. They just
Yeah, the
reloaded.
big 3 dude. But no, but see, this is why they ranked number 2 because of Dante Moore. That's why they ranked number 2. If Dante Moore wasn't there, they wouldn't be ranked that high.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah,
just
even with Dylan
Let
Raiola,
me
they would
let me
have
go
been.
to let me go to who next? Who want to answer the question next? Will you
I
think?
will.
All right, go ahead.
By Oregon, with all our questions be
No,
answered.
the Oregon
I'm.
before the Oregon game or after the Oregon game?
Oh, what is your questions? I thought you were saying by Oregon, would all our questions be answered?
Yeah, I'm talking about when we go into that game week playing Oregon. Will all y'all
Yeah,
questions
yeah,
be
yeah.
answered about this
Before
team?
the Oregon game, right? And
Okay.
I'm gonna say no because some, but not all, because you saying we're all our answers, so the answer is gonna be no. And I'm gonna say this because of the schedule we're playing prior to Oregon. I'll be able to tell you if we're a bad team, but I won't be able to tell you how good of a team we are, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And
You
what
be
I
able to
mean
tell
by
us
that,
our floor, but not our ceiling just yet.
yeah, because what I'll be able to tell you is just like I told you last week against last year in the first two games, fellas, we can't stop the run. It's gonna be a long year. Right? You remember me having these conversations, breaking that man, these
Yup.
teams are running the ball. Georgia Southern, Missouri State running the ball for us on 4 yards or more. We can't stop the run. And everybody was like, well, they only put up 90 yards. Look at all the negative plays we get. I'm like, I don't care about that. About sacks and all that, but I'm telling you that 60% of their runs went for 4 yards or more. That's a problem, right? So in these first games, you'll be able to tell you, like, if we haven't busted plays like in Georgia Southern, you remember the first 3 weeks of the season, wide receivers running wide open and
Mm-hmm.
people confused on coverage. We couldn't stop
Pointing
the
at each
run.
other,
Yeah.
blaming each
So
other.
I'll be able to tell you how bad we are, but I'm not gonna be able to tell you I'm not gonna if we're bad, but I'm not gonna be able to tell you how good we are until we face some competition because we're going to put points up on them just like we did last year, right? And we're going to be bigger than everybody in the trenches on the offensive line. Those first 4 games, we're going to be bigger than everybody on the offensive line and defensive line. So what's not going to be answered is when we play someone at equal talent and equal size line, is the offensive line still going to get that same push or they're going to revert back to last year and not show up? So
Right.
I'm gonna say all my questions will not be answered by then.
All
Hey,
right,
but let me ask
Walter
you,
Clark. You
Yes.
next. You next. I want to hear what you got to say.
To a point, I tend to agree with Chris, but Oregon is also going to be in the same situation as we
Bet.
because they won't know how good they are.
Right. Hey, this is gonna be a great matchup.
Oregon has pedigree though. So they've been to the playoffs what 2 years in a row or 3 years in a row.
And
So
what,
they
They
have
got
some pedigree.
smashed. They got
and how did they
playoff
look in the play?
PTSD. They
Hey,
got playoff PTSD. That's what they got.
hey, but listen though.
Thank
Hey,
you.
listen. You can say that if you want to, but the team that gave them PTSD won the national championship. They gave a lot of people that.
So what? They did that 2 years in a row. You look,
Yeah.
you don't. This ain't the NBA and LeBron James world. You don't get credit for losing to the champion. You don't get credit for that. You don't get
Carter,
credit for
that's
that.
funny.
Carter,
That's
I have a
funny. That's true
question.
though.
Carter, I
That's
got a
true.
question. I have a question, not a USC question. How do you feel about LeBron James going to the Sixers?
I'm just glad
Well,
he out of LA.
man, hey, Laker fans, I'm back.
I'm just
I'm
glad
back
he
a
out of
Laker
LA. I
fan
don't care
now.
where he went. I don't care
I
where
was
he went,
thinking,
as long as
hey,
he got
look,
out of LA.
I was thinking about making a Laker YouTube when he left. Like now I
Wow.
can finally support the team.
Why do y'all support LeBron James? What did he do?
I don't support LeBron James.
Why? Why?
Destroy
You
franchises with his selfishness.
no, let me tell you why though. Because I know LeBron James and Clutch Sports spend money on disrespecting Kobe name. That's why he's the ops. All this Kobe hate, all the Kobe disrespect start with Rich Paul and LeBron James paying people like Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, all his little minions, the dude from the volume. Like, that's why I don't like LeBron. Because he pays money and he put people in media positions to uplift his name, put him in a conversation with Jordan and shit on Kobe.
Am I speaking?
So
Am I speaking to Carter and Kevin Durant? This Kevin Durant?
nah, food is Carter. I don't like LeBron like that. That's why. Now you just asked a question. I just know
Yeah.
LeBron James spends money on getting Kobe disrespected. Kobe is a Laker, true and true,
Oh yeah,
true
yeah,
and
yeah.
true. So no, I ain't rocking with you. I don't rock with the man.
And music, I tell you why. I tell you why I don't like him because we're the situation we are as a franchise because of him, because of what he required in the salary cap, because he wouldn't resign until we wasted a draft pick to draft his terrible son, because a couple of years ago when we won the little bubble championship, then he gonna have the Lakers bring in a geriatric senior citizen team of all his friends that flopped so bad. Like he put our franchise in a bad situation, a terrible situation with his demands, holding us hostage. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, we ain't got no draft picks because of him. But I ain't gonna get too far off topic. I want to hear Cardinal Bowl.
You know me,
Cardinal
Pop.
Bowl.
I
Did you tell
wonder.
me what? Hold on. Let's stay on topic though, cause we was get on these Laker topics for hours. But I'm gonna keep it USC.
I got it.
So Cardinal and Bowl. I don't think I got your answer. Do you think you gonna know the team that we gonna have? Is your questions gonna be answered about this team going into game week, going against Oregon?
I say yes. Oregon has good running backs. They have a talented team, and they're going to be ranked top 3. If we by that game,
they gonna be undefeated too when they play.
That game is pivotal. I mean, just from a competition standpoint.
Carnival, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, no doubt.
Because he what he's asking in the first 4 game, will all your questions about this team be answered? So can you tell me what your questions is about this team, and that way I can understand what you saying that
Thank
will
you,
be
Chris.
answered in the first 4
should have
games.
asked that too. Thank
you.
Yeah.
So a simple one: stopping the run. Can we stop the run? Oregon is about 3 deep in running backs.
So let me ask you this though. So in the first 4 games, we're going to be heavily larger than these other teams' offensive lines, right? Like, so out of those games, you'll feel comfortable if what? So you'll feel comfortable we can stop the run if we smother them, like were they averaging only 1 yard a carry and they have less than 100 yards.
My expectation.
What would make you to say coming out of playing 4 cupcakes that we can stop that'll give you confidence that bar none when we go play Oregon, a team that has the similar size where we're not going to be that bigger than them on the defensive line that can to control them like that we can stop their run. Like, so I'm guessing what is it that you would have to see in the first 4 games that tells you that's going to happen?
Well, okay, so there's nothing I have to see in the first 4 games that will indicate we can handle Oregon. That's why I say Oregon's the pivotal game. What I would like to see in those first 4 games is domination on the line of scrimmage. Scoring. I think we'll be able to score. Ball control. We should be able to dominate those games. And what I don't want to see is busted plays.
Right.
They can gain, anybody can gain yards. There's talent in all of college football. I'm not one of those. I'm not asking for, that Georgia defense that year. You know what I mean? That Georgia.
Cardinal Bowl in these preseason games, I am. If they come out and they run it for 4 yards or more on us, it's a problem.
Wait. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that. Give me the context. I feel you on that. What I'm talking about is the busted play where somebody's like,
oh yeah, here, there, yeah, they might get one big play. Yeah, that happens. Yeah,
touchdown, and the safeties are looking at each other pointing. I don't want to see that with the Gary Patterson, especially with a team that's been together too. Though these guys have been together, so that's what I'm looking for in the first 4 games. I want a lot of people to eat. I want to dominate. I want dudes to have multiple touchdowns. I want to see a lot of talent on the field. We don't have the red shirt issue. I want to see Booby Feaster. I want to see Mosley. That's what I want to see those 4 games. But when that Oregon game comes, we only going to know when the snap hits. But to me, that game is going to be an indication of where we're at as a team. Because, 1, we want to win the game.
So, Carnival, it sounds like to me that all your questions won't be answered till after the Oregon game.
Okay, so I guess maybe I'm interpreting the question wrong. I say everything's going to be answered after the Oregon game. Yes, I don't think.
Okay, yeah. Carter was asking before the Oregon game.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's
going to be okay. There we go. There we go.
Here's the key. Here's the key, though. Let me just say this real quick for the miscommunication. I don't think we have to wait to Penn State. That's why I'm emphasizing Oregon.
Oh no. We definitely waiting to Penn State. That was
Yeah,
Yeah,
music said Penn State. That's where I said Oregon.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why the Penn State game, because USC 3 games after USC 2 games after before Penn State is Oregon and Washington. But Washington ain't gonna be no slouch.
So why would that be a good game to be a barometer? Why wouldn't that be a good game? Why do we have to wait till Penn State away?
To Penn State, way down at the end of the schedule.
No, because it's an away game in a hostile environment. That's why.
So even if that's, I think Music saying that because he thinks Matt Campbell's a top 5 coach.
No, he is that, but that's not why I'm saying that though. I'm saying because USC won't have any adversity until that game. Because think about it, you got San Jose State at the house, you got Fresno State at the house, you got Louisiana and the Raging Cajuns at the house. You go to Rutgers, that's gonna be a cupcake game. Then you got Oregon and Washington. So the 4th week and the 5th week are going to be testing games. Then you're going into a ruckus Penn State. Now, if USC can win the game, go ahead.
Here's the difference about going into the whiteout game this year, right? USC ain't played in a whiteout game, right? But guess what? Guess what? Penn State ain't played in the whiteout game. That's Iowa State at Penn State. It's their first whiteout game too.
Hey, I'm 100%. I'm going to agree with you.
Carter, their whole team is Iowa State. It's their first whiteout game too.
Man, you feel me?
That is a true statement.
That's a game we should pull away in the second half because we know Deontay Lynn ain't gonna make no adjustments.
we better run for 300 yards. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Rutgers is not a hostile environment. We're supposed to win. But we haven't played well. Even last year against Purdue, that game was close. If it wasn't for 3 interceptions that we got in the red zone, I mean, Purdue was moving the ball up the down the field on us last year, right? We didn't play well in Nebraska on the road. So even if we want to say that, I would say even before getting to Penn State, Rutgers is going to tell you a lot about this team. It won't answer all your questions, but it'll answer one big question. Because if we go to Rutgers on the road and we struggle, then we ain't made no strides with the same team. But if we go to Rutgers and we beat Rutgers like we supposed to on the road, that's gonna make all USC fans look up and say, okay, this team is different. We're gonna do something this year.
Well, the only thing about the Rutgers game is it's at 12:30 p.m. So that's what, 2 or 3 hours LA time. Y'all 3 hours up or 2 hours up?
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this.
From Rutgers, it's 3 hours. It's 3 hours back. So if it started at 12:30, if it started at 12:30, it's good. I mean, it's like 9:30 in California.
Okay.
Rutgers is the true trap game. I got that as a trap game. I think we talked about that 4th and 9 on your channel. We had that discussion maybe. That's a trap game.
Look,
what I'm saying
about USC against anybody on the road.
See, so this is what I'm Carter. This is what I'm saying. That game there, it's not going to answer all your questions, but it's going to tell you a lot about this team. Because if we go and we still struggling, it's going to be we the same old USC team, and we can't play well on the road. And anytime we go on the road, we're going to be afraid. But if we go to Rutgers and we beat Rutgers down like we're supposed to, we're going to be like, oh, we done took that next step. Like we're going to have a lot more confidence going forward on the road.
And that's what I'm saying, Chris. I feel like this season, my questions are going to be answered in parts. Now, the cupcake games going to show me if we going to be good. You feel me? So, in the cupcake games, what I need to see, our defensive line have to be playing on the other side of the ball.
You better go lay in your room.
We need multiple tackle for losses. We need to dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides. If we dominate the line of scrimmage, I'm talking about how we should. And I'm talking about first and second team. That's another thing I want to see. I don't want to see no drop-off against these cupcakes when we start going to the second unit. If there's no drop-off in the second unit and we dominating, the defensive line is playing both sides on the other side of the ball, offensive line is mauling, then I'm going to be confident we could beat Oregon. We could play with Oregon. Now, if we beat Oregon, at that point, I'm going to be like, okay, we a national championship contender.
Uh-oh.
the first four
Carter,
games,
so before we play,
show me if we can win 10 games. I think
okay,
I know we can win 10 games in the first 4 games.
okay, so all your questions will be answered in the first 4 games.
No, half of them. The first 4 games gonna let me know if I can say, okay, we're gonna go 10-2. I think I could give a record prediction.
Yeah.
Now, after
so we
the
all
first
saying
4
the same
games,
thing.
hold on. After the first 4 games, I still ain't gonna be able to tell you though if we gonna be able to beat Oregon and Ohio State and Indiana on the road. But the first 4 games gonna show me, okay, we gonna smash everybody but them. Now if we beat Oregon, now I'm okay. Like we probably go to Indiana and take that. So the first 4 games gonna let me know if we gonna be, you know what I'm saying, that 9-10 win range. But I ain't gonna know if we gonna be able to beat the elites. Just Oregon gonna tell me. Oregon gonna tell me that second part. The first 4
we
games
all
gonna
saying
be
the
like, okay, maybe we a playoff team. Boom.
We all saying the same thing where it ain't gonna answer all our questions.
Hey Carter, can you rank the cupcakes of who you want the more impressive victories over? Can you rank them?
All of them.
Give me the schedule again, because only one I can remember is
I got you.
We got
San Jose,
Oh, go ahead.
Fresno State, San Jose State, Fresno State, Louisiana, and Rutgers. That's the first 4 games.
all right. The toughest one probably gonna be Rutgers, just because it's on the road and it might be an early start. The second toughest, I say Fresno State. Fresno State, they got Matt Ince over there. You know what I'm saying? He knows a little bit. So that'll be the second one. And the third one will be San Jose State. Excuse me. And the last one will be Louisiana Monroe.
So Louisiana, we should put up about 60 on them.
We should put up 70. We should put up 40 in the first half. In the second unit, Jonas Williams them should be able to come in there and move the ball down the field. We should put up 60 plus. We should have like 10 tackles for losses, 5 plus sacks. We need to dominate the line of scrimmage. If we don't, we not ready.
Hey, I got a
the first
question.
4 games, look, hey Chris, the first 4 games gonna definitely tell me though if we ready for the playoffs or not. It ain't gonna tell me if we can win the Big Ten, but it's gonna tell me if we a playoff team.
Yeah,
it is.
Hey, Nicole, I got a question for you. You ready for this? Not to put you on the spot. Hey, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So we know GP defense, right? It's a whole lot of post snap calls, right? Like after the snap determines a lot of the coverages, right? And the routes that wide receivers.
Hey, look, and don't forget the secondary got their own calls.
That's what I'm saying. It's split field, right? And one half can be in zone, the other half can be man. But we know after snap the ball, that's what determines it. Routes they run, you pass it off, and all that, right? So it's a Gary Patterson has a way of simplifying all that, but still it's a lot that you got to be looking at. You got to be thinking. You got to be smart, right?
I know where you going. I already know where you going.
So last year it was stated, Carter, that somebody had leaked out that there might have been mentioned that some coaches were saying that our players weren't too smart, right? We have these same players. How do you think they're going to be able to adapt into this system? Do you think last year is going to be proven to be a fraud, or are we going to find out this year that it was true?
I think it's going to be proven as a fraud because I feel like Gary Patterson is a better teacher, right?
That's true.
And we got a lot of coaches, assistant coaches on our team that are great teachers too. We brought in Sam Carter, Mike Eckler. These are real students of the game and got a reputation of developing players. Paul Gonzalez. We got assistant coaches that develop. They got development on their track record. And I'll be watching the practice and just talking to my cousin on the team. He love the new defense. He love the playbook. It ain't hard. It ain't as complicated as it seems. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna prove Lynn wrong, man. Our kids ain't dumb. Like, you got to be smart to go to USC. And we recruit the right character kids, man. I met all them kids, man. We got good kids on that team. So he gonna get proven wrong. Ain't no dummies on USC. Believe that, brother.
Well, listen, this is the thing. You know, I want us to be successful. I want us to go to the playoffs. I want us to win. But it's a flip side to this. If USC does not win 10 games this year, if they come up short this year, I really do think Lincoln Riley is gone.
Well, how did I know you were going to bring this up? How do I know?
I just want to, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I just think he's going to be gone.
Music. Carter, let me entertain this real quick. Just real quick.
He's not going after this year.
Wait.
Playoffs or not, he's not going.
Is it the number, or is it the style of play?
I think it's the number, because the style of play on defense is going to change. You know what I mean? Because of Gary Patterson, we hope it changes.
I don't even like to put this in the universe, but say the 3 losses we lose by 3 field goals. You ready to get him out of there?
He got one more year, I think.
Okay, so it's also how they play in the game and the outcome of the score.
Well, it depends upon if they lose the kids and stuff like that, because we've seen the kids get lost before. You know what I mean? So if he can keep the kids motivated, dedicated, and stuff like that, playing hard, yeah. But again, you know how I feel about that guy. I don't want to bring it up right now. I was going to wait till during the season. But
you brought it up.
I know, man. I couldn't help it. But hey, I do have a question though. Who's going to be the starting center now? Who they got pegged as the starting center?
Raymond or Washer?
Yeah.
So the three centers on depth chart right now is going to be Raymond, Washer, and Miller.
Raymond's a bigger size. Some people actually like that.
Hey,
yeah, but see, the thing about being a big center is that zero techniques and all that. When if you be too high and you snap in and you stand straight up, you can have some problems. So I'm sure they've been working with him though, because he's gonna be a big tall center.
Yeah, but see, that's another problem too, man. Is the center and quarterback stuff? That's gonna be an issue too. So it's not gonna be an issue.
The good thing is Mahava 6'4", so he'll be able to still see over him and see through him. It ain't like he's a 5'10" QB. So
yeah, and the only other gripe I got, man, to be honest with you, with the rankings, is they got Alabama over USC. That should not even happen. Alabama should not be over USC. All the other rankings, I think, they're fair, but Alabama shouldn't be over USC.
Man, so this is why. We all know that the SEC is going to do this every year. So when they start losing to each other, they can say, oh, we play this many ranked teams. But the coaches poll is a joke, right? Coaches are not voting. Coaches are not watching everybody play across the country. The coaches have one of their grad assistants or somebody make their picks for them. They not watching these games and these teams. You know what I mean? So the coaches ain't really. It's called the coaches poll. Coaches ain't voting. They got a proxy voting for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And then again, everything's embedded. ESPN and SC embedded together, so they're always gonna push their narrative. Right? It is what it is.
For sure. But yeah, I just think that Alabama should be a little bit lower. It should be lower than USC. I agree with probably everybody else, because for the most part, all those teams got their quarterbacks back, and they didn't lose a whole lot of talent. So it's going to be an interesting season, man. USC has a lot to gain this season, and like I said, I think if it goes right, we can make the playoffs. I think that USC could have a playoff game at the house. I really do.
I think people are too highly touted on LSU.
Well, listen, we're not getting this conversation because you know how I feel about the lane train.
That's okay. That's all fine and dandy. But in year one, he brought some quarterbacks in, but LSU had a whole lot more holes on that team last year than just the quarterback.
Oh, he filled all those holes, sir. He filled all those holes, sir. Pause. He filled all those holes.
No, he did not.
Did you not?
No,
did you not see the talent he brought in?
Okay, tell me the talent, Music.
Damn,
tell me what role he filled.
He took Deion Sanders' prior possession and brought him over there. So he got Jordan Seaton over there now. He got a few wide receivers. Sam Levitt is a pretty good quarterback if he stays healthy. Who else they bring? They brought a lot now. I can't say what they like. You retooled.
Let's talk defensively wise and offensive line wise, which is where they were hurting last year and why their season was abysmal. They couldn't protect the quarter. They couldn't protect the quarterback to save his life.
Well, when they brought in C, they brought in some more folks too. Hold on. I'm with you. I'm with you on this one. Hold on. Yeah, they brought in Jordan Seam, which is the big haul though. Jordan Seam was like one of the better left tackles in the country. So he's there. He's there at LSU right now. And then they brought some more big bodies too. But
I think for year one and what LSU had and coming what they did in portal, I think the ceiling of what everybody think LSU gonna do this year is not accurate.
That's why we play the games, sir. That's why we play the games. We'll see. But
hey, Chris, I got something to throw at you regarding that statement. You know the coaches poll?
Mm-hmm.
I think they should show the coach's face instead of the team. Because that's what it's really about. It's how much faith they have in the coach.
Right.
Think about it, because if you look at that ranking, they're only looking at Riley. Okay, well, Riley didn't do this, and that. But there's teams on there that, I mean,
because there's teams
I just think we're better than.
You make a good point. Because really, what rankings is supposed to go by is what you did the year before and what you got coming back. And if the teams in front of us don't have nothing that we got coming back as far as the talent and the starters and stuff we had, they look at you right.
Quarterback coming.
What they're looking at is like you said, they scare people nationally. They like, man, every time we get our hopes up, or every time we say USC gonna do this, they let us down. We ain't pressing that button no more till we see it.
Exactly. Because I think Penn State wasn't Penn State on there?
No, they're not.
Penn State on there, but they're behind us. They ranked, but they're behind us.
They're in the top 25 though.
Now, isn't that a prime example of the faith they have in Campbell?
No,
right.
That's faith they have in the schedule because their schedule sucks.
Okay, who's this?
But time out. Right? You don't rank a team in the top 25 because you think they schedule sorry and they gonna win them games and all that. The top 25 is supposed to be the top best 25 teams in the country, regardless of their schedule.
So you said supposed to.
But they want to look right, so they feel like Penn State gonna pile up enough wins to justify that ranking.
Yeah, I just thought that was odd because they don't have that senior quarterback coming back, right? That veteran quarterback, is he gone?
Yeah, they got the senior quarterback from Iowa State. They broke
That's Iowa State East. That's what you call Iowa State East. Penn State known was Iowa State East.
And then here's the other funny games, Chris.
So here's my problem. Here's my problem with the Penn State on it, right? They brought all of Iowa State over. Iowa State struggled in the Big 12. Couldn't even win a Big 12 championship. They brought all the Iowa State players and everything to Penn State. I mean, Penn State had a mad exodus, right? A lot of people left because they wanted James Franklin. So why do we think, and why is this notion that Penn State is going to be this great team when this same team struggled in the Big 12? Now you playing in the Big 10.
Let me add to that, Chris. And then on top of that, you have a defensive coordinator. If he was coaching for USC, they have criticism for him. But now he's a savior for Penn State.
Oh my God, they do be saying that. They be like, "Oh, we got Deontay Lynn from USC." They don't know. They don't know. They just see he came from USC. They don't know. They don't know.
Listen. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever Lynn first got there, everybody was on Lynn's jock strap. He's the best thing to come to USC in a long time, which is true because anybody's better than Grinch.
But guess what, music? Yeah. You said we said 3 years ago. We talking about what we seen now, and we saying that while he was at USC, he was criticized by the media for the USC defense being bad and all this and that.
Yeah.
But now that he's at Penn State, they said, "Oh, Penn State is gonna be good. They got this. They got Deontay Lynn, a great defensive coordinator from USC."
Exactly.
That's exactly what's going on.
Because look at when we gave up, and I don't like it to even repeat it, but if you look at all those yards we gave up to Notre Dame, that was Deion Lynn's defense, right?
And wait. Not just Notre Dame. It was Illinois. It was Oregon. It was it was everybody.
So he gets a clean slate. So that's my whole problem with the media against USC. So he gets the Penn State. He gets a clean slate all of a sudden.
Well, Lincoln Riley deserves a little bit of blame too. So hey, the blame goes around. But listen, this is a new year.
God.
This what it is. This what it is. Look, they do lazy scouting. So they just look at the statistics and say, "Oh, he improved their defense. They went from rank whoop to this and that."
Which he did.
Yeah, which he did. He did.
Yeah, but like I said, this is a new year. This is a new lane we're going into. Like I said, Gary Patterson is a good coach. I'm like I said, it doesn't make me jump and get excited for him, but he's a really, really good coach. So I'm just curious what he's going to do on defense. It's his baby. We'll see what he does. Everybody's been talking about, again, like the talent. Like tonight, you guys talk about the talent on the defensive side of the ball. I hope everybody gets some burn because they deserve it. It's a lot of players on that defense side of the ball that's really, really good and really, really talented. If they went somewhere else, they could probably start. So I'm excited for the season, man, to be honest with you. I'm more excited for the defense than the offense.
Just enjoying your mama.
Yeah, I'm more excited for the defense and the offense, man. I want to see what Gary Patterson can actually do with that talent.
Come over and cut him off.
So,
I think you're gonna be surprised. Music make me high.
So music. I want to clear this up.
Yes.
Chris brought us some great points, but I just want to be clear on this. Yes. I'm the only one thinking we're going undefeated this season.
Oh God,
that's what the bet is. That's what the bet is. So I'm betting. If you want to take the bet, I say we're gonna win all our games at home. We win that bet. You owe me $7, and I take Zelle, Apple Pay, Venmo. I take all of them. So I'm the only one saying that. Chris brought up some great points. I just think this season will be the pivotal season where everything worked out. I think last year we were building momentum. We beat Iowa. Everybody thought we were going to lose that Iowa game in the rain. We were losing. We came back and won. And let's be honest, the media thought we were going to lose against Michigan.
Well, listen, I have to talk about Walmart girls to see if I can afford them $7.
Hey,
but I'm with that though, because I still do think USC is gonna probably lose to Ohio State at home, and I think they're gonna lose to Indiana. But I think they should go 10-2 though. Well, I'm sorry, they're gonna lose to Penn State. My bad, they're gonna lose to Penn State, but they should be either Ohio State or Indiana.
Hey, dude, love him some Matt Campbell. We're not losing to Penn State.
Campbell. My coach is Lane Kiffin. That's my guy. I love Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin is my boy.
So were you rooting for Campbell to coach for USC before we hired Lincoln?
Man, was I?
Okay.
I thought Matt Campbell probably, because he's never had talent before. USC has talent, like just talent spewing everywhere. And what Matt Campbell did at Iowa State with less talent is very impressive.
But what did he do? He didn't make no playoffs. He didn't win no Big 12 championship. So what did he do? He didn't have no undefeated season. He didn't have no undefeated season. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is he getting all this credit? Like what did he do? They were competitive. They were an 8-win team. They was an 8-win team.
And what talent was he going to have at USC?
What did he do? He did Brock Purdy. That's all I can tell you. Brock Purdy.
But Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last person taking the draft, so it's not like he was balling out in college. What are you talking about?
And now he's relevant. Brock Purdy.
Okay, but you hate Lincoln. You hate Lincoln Riley, but Lincoln Riley got 3 or 4 quarterbacks starting right now in the NFL.
We not get a conversation about Lincoln Riley tonight and my hate for him. That's not gonna happen tonight.
No. Well, I'm just trying to understand this Matt Campbell fascination. I'm trying to figure out what did he do to be a top 5 quarterback coach.
We'll see what he do this year, because he has a very very easy schedule. Very.
So
So
that could
so if
backfire too, though. Music when easy
that's what I
schedule.
don't understand. So how you saying we'll see what he do this year because he got a very easy schedule? You just knocked down any success that he has because he got an easy schedule. He's
Yeah.
supposed to.
Hey Chris, that's why I said it could backfire. Hey, don't be having those
Listen,
close games against that easy schedule. I don't want
Chris,
to see no
listen.
nail biters for
Chris,
4 straight games.
Matt Campbell just got his big time program. If Penn State knew that what's the coach name that came from Utah? Whittingham. If they knew Whittingham was probably gonna come back to coach or wanted to leave Utah, they probably would have got him. See what people don't understand about the Big Ten this year is, man, the Big Ten probably got the best coaches out of any conference in the country. Every game is gonna be a tough game in the Big Ten this year. Maybe not this, maybe next year, I should say next year.
But it's gonna be tough. This year's the year for us. This year, the only year that matter right now.
Yeah, and that's true. So, like I said, like you were saying, if they can go out and handle, I'm not expecting to blow out Oregon. If they do, that would be super nice. But if they beat Oregon,
you must
they
think
may
we
score.
good. Look. You must think we good if you talking about booking that we gonna beat Oregon at home.
You should be Oregon at home. Carter, I never said USC wasn't gonna be good this year. I never said that.
I don't see us losing to Penn State. I don't see us losing to Penn State.
No, our players gonna be too hyped up for that game. Especially
Penn
our
State,
defense.
I'm looking at their
They gonna
schedule.
want
Penn
to show that
State's
coach
3
something.
toughest games are Michigan, Washington, and USC.
And I can see him losing all 3.
Michigan, Washington. I don't know.
And I can see him losing. I can see him losing all 3. We're talking about the same Iowa State team who struggled in the Big 12.
We might be able to see. Hey, we might be able to see them lose all 3, but are they gonna lose all 3? That's the question.
Hey,
I see him losing. I see him losing all 3 of them.
Somebody needs to investigate who set up their schedule because you are right, Music. I'm looking at their schedule.
Oh yeah, they got an easy schedule.
Oh my God, that's a cupcake schedule.
Yeah, this is a conspiracy theory over here because
they got it. They us and Ohio State got a tough schedule like we do. Like we both play like 6 top 25 teams. We play 3 teams in the top 6.
Hey, Chris. And hey, just imagine if we added Notre Dame.
Yeah,
that would have been insane.
Yeah, so like I said, man, this is thinking Riley make a break here, man. It's no excuses. We've done everything we had to do. We've gotten rid of the Rat Pack from Oklahoma. We got a brand new staff in their defensive staff, so it's no excuses because the offense is always on point. So honestly, now we can just focus on the offense, and like I said, Gary Patrick just focus on the defense. So we'll see, man. But it's just a lot of talent, man. I'm just like I said, I'm really excited for the season, man. I just want to see them play, man. That's all. I want to see us finally get to the playoffs and smell the playoff grass.
Hey, I don't want to hear about any big blow injuries like we heard of today. Damn.
Yeah, but
we gotta stay healthy.
Yeah, but I think Killian O'Connor probably came back a little bit sooner than expected. So because when you get them knee injuries, man, it's tough.
Well, this was totally different. He broke his leg. It's a totally different injury, and it was a non-contact.
Exactly, it was a non-contact.
I didn't hear what it was. He broke his leg today. Damn.
Yes.
No, he broke his leg yesterday. He had surgery.
The same leg.
And it was non-contact. So
now this is naive, you guys.
And he broke it yesterday. He had surgery today. They just reported it today that he was in surgery as they reported it. He broke it Wednesday.
Was the same leg he had a knee injury on, or was the other one?
No, it was the other one.
Damn.
They just said it was a freak accident, non-contact.
Hey, don't jump on me when I say this. I'm a little bit ignorant to this, but a broken leg means you be out the whole season?
That ain't it, especially depending how hard you broke it. Most times you broke your leg, you ain't even gotta have surgery. You ain't gotta have surgery. But if he broke his leg and he had to have surgery, that means he did more than break his leg. He tore up himself.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, because you got to reset it. and then you got to wait for it to heal.
Yeah. Hey,
And by the time it heals, it's you got to build up the muscle again. Yeah,
build up the muscle again. Yeah, he's done for.
Hey, I got another question too. I got y'all on there, man. I'm gonna get off.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. Cardinal Road. It takes 6 weeks just for a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Rehab.
It takes 6 weeks just to come back with a sprained ankle.
Hey, I don't know if y'all touched on Walter Matthews. Is he playing center or is he playing tackle? What is he doing?
Walter Matthews is a tight end.
He's a tight end. But is he playing tight end this year? Is he playing tackle, guard? What is he playing?
He's playing tight end. The only reason he gained weight is because he had ankle injuries and he couldn't work out all the spring and summer. His dad and everybody else already came out the day that the weights came out. They put a post out and said he'll have the weight off by end of fall camp. He wasn't able to work out due to the ankle surgery.
Oh, okay. Like, damn, 305 pound tight end, boy.
What's up, B. Joe?
What up, man?
305 pound tight end.
Light the Torch podcast in the building. How you feeling, man? So I gotta ask you, man.
Man, Cardinals.
Switch?
Hey, Cardinals just scored with no time left, scored a touchdown to win the game.
What's that called?
Aiden King from Georgia Tech.
B. Jones. I was saying, how you feel about the news about Kill Switch and him being out for the season?
Oh yeah, man, that's definitely a big blow. But I hate to see it for the kid, man. He worked so hard to fight back. And just earn his spot in general coming as a walk-on. You know what I mean? But it's just obvious that God has other plans for him, man. I think he should really consider getting into coaching. Based on everything we've been hearing from players and even his own coaches saying that he would make a good coach. So, I hope that we can see him on the staff next year as a GA or something. But I hate to see him go out this way, though, man, knowing that he worked so hard.
Man, for real. So what you thinking about the Bloom Center?
No, I haven't caught up on the videos of the Bloom Center yet. I've been working all day, man. So I'm actually on my break right now.
Oh, it's phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I got to catch up, man. But I did want to address something, fight on Chris 10, 4th and 9 victory, he had to say, about my boy Newbie, man. Yeah. Where you at, Chris?
I'm here. What you got?
Yeah. I'm sleeping on my boy, man.
All right. This is all I'm saying. He been there 2 or 3 years. I don't have anything to go off on but optimism and what I think gonna happen, right? And him taking a jump. What I'm going by is what I've seen on film and what has manifested. And so my prediction is gonna be that Stevenson and Devin Bryant gonna be the starting linebacker.
Exactly. Okay, but listen, for those of us who have seen him in action, we all saying the same thing, bro. Especially at the wheel position, he's tailor-made for that position. You know what I'm saying? I know you haven't seen, but
so I guess my question is, why haven't he seen the field in 3 years? If that's the case,
why haven't Isaiah Rubin seen the field? And we saw what's his name, Longstreet play over Isaiah Rubin. It'd be politics and stuff that get involved in these type of decisions, man. That don't necessarily mean that he can't play.
So with GP, he said it's gonna be different and he's gonna be starting.
I told you he already running with the ones right now.
So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know, Big Jones.
Who running with the ones?
Big Jones. He said newbie is. I said I don't know, Big Jones, because I ain't seen them. And the last time I took you and everybody who seen the word, you know what happened to me. I thought this defensive line was gonna be.
Okay, yeah. Y'all like to you like to immediately leave that one out, huh?
Hey, I'm puzzled. I had to put that in there.
Hey, Chris and B Jones, like if newbie starting, that's a good ass sign because his ceiling is hella high. Like if you look at his attributes, if he get it mentally, that's a star linebacker.
Man, I'm telling you, Bill Carter, you think
that's a star linebacker?
Bill flies around, man.
Flies.
Sideline to sideline.
Man, listen.
His attributes is crazy.
Listen,
Right.
USC got some good linebackers this year, man.
He's tailor made for that will position, man. I hope he put it all together. It seemed like he did. Feel like the coach. I mean, Eckler period likes athletic linebackers, man. Look who we had at linebacker when he was here the first time.
Yeah, remember the Shane Lees?
Shane Lee was not good.
Yeah, he can't.
No, I'm saying
Alabama.
he the opposite of that. Just
Right.
like Dion said, he gonna fly around. He make our defense that much faster.
Alexa, turn off push light.
Remember, Elijah Newby ran track in high school. He had a fast 100 time. Like he that athlete that you need. He that type of linebacker prototype that the NFL look for too.
Exactly.
But this is what I'm saying, though, man. Like I said before, the defense. There's
Chris,
a lot of talent on
Chris
defense.
like proving. Chris, he ain't got time to wait. He don't want to hope. He want to win now. So Chris, like Devin Bryant, is what we need Newbie to be. He already that right now.
But I don't see Devin Bryant as a will.
Now, yeah, I feel you.
Right, I see him as a Mike. We got Stevens at Mike.
What you got to say about that, Chris?
He can play Will. He played both last year.
I said, but can he play Will better than Newbie?
I don't have no film to see Newbie, so I can't tell you what Newbie can do. I ain't seen Newbie touch the field.
Tamir Robinson is still there.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
you got
he
you got
played a little
Tamir
against
Robinson.
TCU, Chris. He looked good during his snaps.
I don't
heard
remember
about
seeing
that.
Newbie in TCU.
I know, because he only played like 8 or 9 snaps. That's why I'm like, what's going on? Because when he was out there, I felt his presence.
Yep.
When he was
I'll
out
go
there, I
back and
seen
watch.
26.
I'll go back and watch TCU game and see if I can find some stuff to watch. But I don't have anything to go off on to say if he's a better Will than Newbie or not, because I haven't seen Newbie. I don't get to go to the practices and all that.
Right. I'm just saying this. Look, I'm just saying this. If he end up starting with this coaching staff, that means he earned it and he ready.
Right.
He didn't turn that corner.
So
Stevens put the best person out there.
So
exactly.
Stevens,
I mean, that goes for everybody, man. I want to see the best person win, but I just feel very highly about Newbie just on the small sample size that we have seen. Or everyone hasn't seen him, but so, from what I saw, Newbie, you can go, man.
I just want to see everybody get some playing time. That's all I want to see.
Well, I don't want to see everybody get playing time. I want the deserving to get playing time the best.
I want the ones that's talented to get playing time. The ones that make the play.
Get their feet wet. The young fellas.
That's why I meant to say the ones that's talented that's making plays. I want to see you on that field.
No, I just want to come on here and mess with Chris about that, man. I'm gonna be caught up on these Bloom videos, man.
Yeah, I'm about to hop off too, man. I gotta get to bed. I gotta get up at 5 and hit this gym.
Yeah, this been fun, man. This been outstanding. But yeah, we gonna talk some more though. Can't wait. The season is coming.
Hey Carter, I do have a LeBron statement.
Oh Lord,
the king.
But do you want to do that when you have a LeBron episode?
Hey, they might what's the name this year? Because Luke got him trying to get hit up for $50 million.
When Carter has a Laker episode, I can wait to say what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I didn't know y'all felt like that in LA. I really didn't. I thought y'all liked LeBron. But hey,
music. Nobody's bigger than the program.
Well, everybody think Lincoln Riley bigger than the program.
No, nobody's bigger than USC. No.
Listen, that's what Lincoln Riley thinks, because he put like a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. But listen, the season's coming up. I'm gonna have more takes because, like I said before, man, this is a pivotal season for us. I just really hope that we do well, and the games that we're supposed to win, we dominate. Even the games we don't win, even the games that we have a hard time with, we should win. So, we'll see. It's a lot of talent, man. There's just a lot of talent this year on the USC team. And I'll be keeping up with the videos and stuff like that. But again, like I said, all that practice stuff don't really, wet my whistle. I want to see on the field, the product on the field. So we're a couple of weeks away, and we get to see, you know, what's going on with this USC team under Lincoln Riley and Gary Patterson. Hall of Fame coach Gary Patterson, I should say. He's not
Right.
Hall of Fame coach Gary Patterson.
Yup. I'm about to get up out of here, though. I appreciate everybody. Cardinal Bo, you got any last thing you want to say?
And get them $7 ready.
Hey, you get that Venmo ready. Man, I just want to say, man, I just want everybody, you know, stay healthy, man. You know, we just hopefully no more breaking news like that. It is football, but you know. But yeah, man.
We gonna take injuries, but no season ending.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Carter.
Yeah.
I got one more question for you, man. Are you gonna are y'all gonna cross stream with some platforms this year, this football season, like with the other platforms and stuff?
Pretty sure, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So, and I'm trying to make some time to make it to a USC game this year. I don't know which one yet, but I'm trying to fit into my schedule. So we'll see.
Pull up. I'm going to the Oregon game.
Yeah. I'm trying to make the Ohio State game, but that might be a rough one. So we'll see.
At least by the time we play Ohio State, we gonna know what we got. We gonna know if it's gonna be a rough run or not.
Well, I hope so. I hope we know what we got by then, because if not, we still lost. So, but hope so. But man, y'all have a good night, man. Appreciate it, Carter.
Yo, fight on, Cardinal Bowl. Good looking out, coming through. I appreciate you. You already know I rock with you, my boy.
Hey, man, fight on forever.
Fight on.